everybody here is from Man Down. Let's start there.
You got to tell them where Chris from and where I'm from.
Let's talk about the football channel. Let's talk about Man Down Sports Football. Let's talk about y'all heading over there, hitting subscribe right now, and then head back on over here and let's finish watching this show. But Man Down Sports Football, you go catch those shows once. It's 2 shows over there. The Blitz and Between the Hashes, 2 very good shows. One is live and remote, and the other one is in studio in Greensboro and Man Down Sports Studio, and good cast of characters over there that know the game. So y'all gonna be getting both of those shows, dropping content weekly, probably bi-weekly. Stay tuned for that, man. So there we go. We got.
Hold on, no.
Hold on, what I missed?
Here we go.
Bi-weekly is once every other week. That's not it. You
no,
mean
bi-weekly can be once every other week or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What up, Lou?
That's not what that is.
What is biracial? It's 2.
That's when
if I say 2 weekly,
correct.
Bi is 2 weekly.
What? No, that's not how that works.
Why not?
That means every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah,
that's what. So like, if you biracial,
no,
you had let 2 different races crack. That's all that is.
That is how that works.
Wasted 0 time. 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's science, Chris.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
My mama watching. My mama's in the chat.
Is she?
Hey, mom.
Is she?
That's why I said crack instead of smash.
How you doing, my man?
This is my mama right here, Taco Master.
Yo, you stupid.
Taco.
Your mama man down was in the chat. I'm trying to be all courteous and whatnot. Man, you need help, bro.
Brother Junior in the house. What's up, y'all, man?
Oh my gosh.
Let's do this, y'all.
Bi-weekly means occurring once every 2 weeks or occurring twice a week.
Thank you, Chris.
He doing the Dreamers Pro thing.
Yeah, why would you believe Google?
Right.
Google is ran by the people who want to see you demise.
Huh?
Everybody wants to see my demise.
Skynet.
Let me know.
Let me know.
Here's a word from our sponsor, Underdog. Underdog Fantasy is the best place to play fantasy sports. I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on some NBA action with Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just find your favorite player, or any player for that matter, pick higher or lower on that player's stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one night. Pick between 2 or 5 players to fill your pick'em entry. Get every pick right, and you can net yourself some serious cash. Use the promo code Man Down Sports and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Plus, now that it's football season, you can follow Man Down Sports as we reveal our favorite picks from week to week. Like I said before, pick your favorite player, pick higher or lower, choose your dollar amount, and win some money. It's just that easy. Make picks, win money. We also want to thank Underdog Fantasy for partnering with us, and we want to thank you for helping the channel out by using Man Down Sports on Underdog Fantasy.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
You was 100% right. That's all I'm gonna say.
What would you just look up?
No. I ain't look up nothing. That whole ad did not come through the headphones at all. But I heard it. But keep going. Don't worry about it. You're 100% right. Just keep going. Dom, you was right.
Oh my goodness.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get started, y'all. First and foremost, man, the 3-point contest for the WNBA is tonight. That's gonna be good to watch, man. They're doing a skill challenge right now. It's fun. It's all right, but I can't wait to see that 3-point contest. I'm going for AZ Fudd. I think she got a good chance. First of all, she's a good shooter, but her base and her effortless shot that don't need a lot of legs or a lot of lift on her jump shot, she can go through those racks a little bit better. And I think Natasha Heidemann uses a little bit too much her whole body when she shoot. It looks like she's struggling to get it to the rim. I don't even know why she's in the 3-point contest, because she got a high percentage, but Ryan Howard is another person I think that might be favorite, and then Marina Mabry. Those are my 3.
President Obama said Clark going to win the 3-point shootout.
Who that?
No, I said President Obama said Caitlin Clark going to win the shootout.
Not this year.
I know.
What's crazy is your favorites is half the contestants. Number one,
I gave a top 3.
but number two, what you said was really profound. A lot of people think like the best shooter wins the 3-point contest. Now it has a lot to do with the way that you shoot, and if you're a rhythm shooter, like that. But she can go. She can shoot that thing.
Nah, she can.
It don't look like she really moving when she do it. So
yeah,
that's my top 3 right there.
It's a video of her out. I think she was in a walking boot her senior year in high school, and she did the 3-point contest then in her walking boot and was destroying. Like that girl is cold. You wanted to say something, Don?
I think I like AZ Fudd for it too. I think also, her rookie season, I think it would be a great, thing for her to win. So I'm kind of rooting for her just because, she's going up against a lot of vets who don't really, besides the money, I don't think that they have necessarily a real reason to want to get their name up because of this contest. So I think that this does a lot for her, just her reputation in the W. I think it does a lot for just, her rookie season if she wins it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's go ahead and get started, y'all. You know why we're here. You see the thumbnail. This is what my nephew, he just gave me this before we went live. I guess they're calling it Broncision Day.
Really?
So he made his Broncision today, and that Broncision was the Philadelphia 76ers, and he's going over there to join Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, and the second-year player VJ Edgecombe. That's gonna be crazy. Oh, and don't forget D Wade over there.
Can't forget D Wade.
Can't forget D Wade.
What we not finna do is do that. That's what we not.
Is D Wade not?
You make sure you enunciate all the rest of the letters in that man's first name, so there's no confusion.
Now listen, when Wade signed, I said that was going to be a real big signing. I really did. Y'all laughed me out the chat because of that.
Hey, D Wade might have bought LeBron out there though.
You know what I'm saying? LeBron, the King playing for free, almost.
The King,
man.
Because
if the King paying for tax money,
if he playing for $4 million and that $4 million is gonna get taxed, and he's got to pay agents and then everything. So by the end of the day, he getting probably $1 million, and they claim he spends that on his body just to play.
Yep.
So he's literally playing for free
for the love of the game.
He playing for the love of the game, not the love of money or the love of Ray J. So this is
wow.
This is interesting, man. He going all in. I like it. I like it, man.
I will say this. It was very surprising. I know they came out and said, Rich Paul that came out earlier and said the decision wasn't going to be motivated by money. And, I was like, this is LeBron we talking about. But when I seen that the deal came across for 2 years, $8 million, I was like, you know what? That's commendable.
Is it? It's not commendable. He just couldn't get the money he was looking for. That's not commendable.
If he wasn't getting the money he was looking for, he could have went anywhere else. He
wasn't getting the money he was looking for anywhere though. Nobody was going to pay him the money he wanted.
What was the money he wanted?
Correct. Big money.
What was what money?
No, I'm saying big money. Because think about it, they said that he would not have accepted this deal from the Lakers, right? So you willing to take little dough from anybody but the Lakers? What?
I mean, because he felt disrespected by the Lakers because he's looking at the valuation of the Lakers since he's been there. He's looking at how much he's made them, and he felt like more appreciation should have been handed to him. And he said he didn't feel appreciated. So yeah, that's just like that's just like breaking up with a dude or breaking up with a girl, and everything they've been asking you to do, you didn't do it, but then you go over here and do it to the for the other person. It happens. Yeah.
No. Listen, I kind of like the way that this whole choice. I ain't gonna call it a decision because Rich Paul told us not to. That was the most goofy shit I ever seen too. He kept saying, "Let's say choice instead of decision." Dude, those words are synonyms. They mean the same thing. But I was surprised, man. Like no disrespect, but who would change California weather for Philadelphia weather? That's just not a good Lifestyle choice.
Philadelphia got the same weather as Iraq. Gun smoke and dust.
Wow.
Yeah, most people. Yeah, Philly is it's a tough city. Like they love their sports, but they'll turn on their heroes in a heartbeat.
Yes, they will. They are savages, and ask
AJ Brown.
Yeah. That's honestly that's what surprised me most probably about him going there is I didn't think he had the heart to deal with one of those northeastern cities in their media. Philly media is vicious, so we're gonna see. He's obsessed with being liked, and
but he used because he's from Northeast Ohio, so he used to Northeast stuff.
Yeah. Remember, this is the
not the same.
When he left Cleveland the first time, they ripped down the Nike banner that was up there for as long as he was there. Mm-hmm. They was burning jerseys, and so it's not like he's not used to people turning on him. I think he's kind of grown accustomed to it. So if he doesn't produce here in Philly, it's just par for the course.
Well, yeah. I got a question. So, Mel, your definition of a super team is three superstars in their prime.
Mm-hmm. Three proven superstars in their prime.
Yeah. So this is clearly not a super team, but what would you call it?
The Avengers.
No, I'm gonna
tell you what it gives me in a minute.
A contender. I would call it a freaking contender for sure. It's not a super team though.
No.
Jaylen Brown is a superstar. Joel Embiid and LeBron are superstars, but they're both past their prime.
Correct.
And Maxey is on his way to trying to be a superstar. So they don't have three superstars in their prime for sure. I want Dominique to respond to Taco Master, and I also want to point out Taco Master because being a member for 26 months is some freaking heavy duty stuff. For sure. And look, as much as me and Taco, this is what I respect about Taco so much. He's been here for a long time. He's here every episode. He's in the comment section. He's gifted out numerous amount of memberships to other people, and he's been this consistently a member. He's
while keeping two memberships.
While keeping two memberships, on top of the fact of me and him been disagreeing for a year on every Caitlin Clark video I've ever done. He's in the comment section, and we're going back and forth. And that doesn't he don't take hard feelings, and neither do I. And just disappear from the channel because we don't agree on one thing. So I appreciate Taco Master for that. But he said Embiid is going to play 35% of the season. LeBron is going to play 73. That's an odd number, Taco, to 73. Let's say 75. Brown asking for a trade by the second month. Wow. 76ers only playoff team in the East that'll take him. Your comments on that, Sports T.
Wow, I have to also just congratulate Taco for being a member for 26 months. I feel like it's probably been longer than that, and maybe this is like his second membership that you were looking at. But anyhow, we really appreciate you, Taco Master. I always do. I agree with you. So that I think the percentages are accurate. Embiid is probably going to be on the floor about that much. I mean. The only place I think we fall different is with Jaylen Brown. So I don't think that he's going to request a trade right away. It might not be in his financial benefit to do so. He might, what I really believe he'll do, I think he'll want to trade. I think he'll behave passive aggressively or maybe in fact aggressively. But what I think he'll do is he'll play really hard on court. He'll get his numbers up. He will become, sort of like a stat bully to, facilitate a trade so that he can get his trade value up. But I don't know that we'll hear of him requesting a trade, in public, but I could see him making ambiguous leadership quotes, and just kind of, maybe about defense. We need to play the right way, things like that. And then we'll sort of see a whole microcosm of things happening throughout the season until he does get traded. Because I don't think that his leadership style, a real leader, somebody who really cares about people. I think his teammates, we won't see we're not going to see somebody who's been a real champion, a real finals MVP in the last, 3 seasons or so want to tolerate a 40-year-old, aging superstar, waning superstar, actually, that wants to be the number one option, wants to lead the team without actually being the leader, doing things like playing defense, leading by example. I don't think he will enjoy LeBron's tantrums on the court, controlling. I think Embiid will be out for 35% of the season because LeBron's camp will dictate that he should be out. So he's going to manage Embiid's load managing, and the rest of the team, just because he'll be able to kind of use Rich Paul's power in the players that he has against Bob Myers, other teams, the players on the team, etc. And then you'll have Tyrese Maxey, just kind of like the guy in the middle, the guy trying to be the peacemaker.
So you don't think LeBron has? I think last year playing with Luka, maybe not the year Luka got traded, but I think last year playing with Luka, seeing him come off the ball, and also seeing how he performed in the playoffs against the Rockets, man, it was really, sometimes in the fourth quarter he would kind of run out of gas a little bit, but I really gained a lot of respect for LeBron in the playoffs last season, and seeing him play off the ball so much. I mean, he got on the ball a little bit more in the playoffs because there was no Luka or no Austin Rivers, but during the season he was off the ball playing like pretty much conventional four-man. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing his post game. I enjoyed seeing him hit a couple of mid ranges. I enjoyed seeing him run the floor. I enjoyed it, man. Look, I'm here for these last 2 seasons of LeBron. I'm here for it. Like I'm all in. I'm all in on the King. I will not call out his goofiness unless it gets too goofy. I'm all in on the King. I'm following Philly. I'm rooting for Philly, and I'm rooting for LeBron, man. I like it.
Honestly, like I'm just responding to Taco Master's percentage and just predicting, based on what he said. But, the basketball mind in me loves this trade. I think that LeBron would be great as a four-man on the team. To me, that's the slot he fits perfectly in, or even sometimes playing center. That would be wonderful, right? The basketball side. But we just know that basketball is not what's going to be in the 76ers future for next season. We're going to see serial losing. We have Embiid on the team, serial loser. We have LeBron James, who in the last, I don't know, since however long it's been, he's been serial losing. And then we have, like I said, a really great player in their prime, Tyrese Maxey, 2 great players in their prime, Tyrese Maxey and Jaylen Brown, who are going to suffer the most. So there's going to be narratives about Brown and, his they're just going to make narratives about him. They're going to make these, they're going to call Tyrese Maxey weak. He can't really be the leader. We're going to start to see, we'll see what the La Media does on ESPN. But the basketball truth of the matter is that we all should be happy about this trade. This should be a great trade. I just don't think what should ideally be happening, that's going to happen. LeBron, when you really take a look at last season, Mel, he could not play the right way if he was under 10 points in a game. He has to get his 10 points. So if he doesn't get his 10 points, we're going to see loads of things happening. And that's typically what we tend to see in the playoffs. So postseason comes around, that's when he gets the most frustrated. And he had no Luka and Austin Reeves. So of course he looked a lot better. If they were on the court with him, they would have been a first round exit, because LeBron would have looked so bad in their offense like he did all season when all 3 of them were together. I mean, it's like we're forgetting that Austin Reeves had to go out injured because they could not play together.
I think they did play together pretty good during the season when they were all there. And if they did get put out in the first round by Houston with KD playing one game, it wouldn't have been because of LeBron. It would have been because having Luka, LeBron, and Reeves on the floor at the same time just wasn't going to be a net positive with their defense. And, that was the difference with having Marcus Smart being and doing what he was doing without having Reeves and Luka there. Marcus Smart really did a heck of a job. And you still got the same, almost similar scoring from Luke Kennard than we expect for Austin Reeves. So having Luke Kennard there still give you same type of scoring punch that Reeves give you, and then having Marcus Smart there shooting the lights out of the ball and playing lockdown defense. Hey, that actually worked good. I don't think LeBron was in the way at all. But go ahead, Bruce, your thoughts though.
Mel, man, this whole thing is absurd, man. Honestly, He's giving us content, though. He's giving us content.
He definitely, yeah.
I'm concerned though about whether or not, from all the talk, because he hears everything. He tried to act like he doesn't, but we know that he listens. He's got he's got ears like satellite dishes, right? So I'm curious to see if he's gonna be on some sort of revenge tour of his own this year. Instead of trying to fit in, is he gonna try to show that he's still that guy? And if he does, I think that's gonna be problematic for this Philly squad. Because we know Jaylen Brown is going to be on a revenge tour. We know Maxey just does what he does. Edgecombe does what he does. But I'm curious to see how a guy like Jaylen Brown, because remember, Russell Westbrook has been calling out LeBron for being fake and all this. We know Jaylen Brown is a guy that, he says what he feels, right? And so I'm wondering, when Jaylen Brown sees how this dude is moving, how that's going to go, and is he going to say something, and then that's going to cause problems? And to Dominique's point, how long will he then last in Philly? And I would hate to.
What's an example of how he moving that might rub Jaylen Brown the wrong way?
All the passive aggressiveness, all the sneak moves, all the slick talking, always trying to set somebody up to take the fall when he doesn't do what he's supposed to do. The lack of accountability, like Dom said, like Jaylen Brown is a real leader. LeBron is not. We know that.
Right.
No, I know we're running the show, but we've been watching this dude for 23 years, bro.
Hold on. So, yeah, he does have a lot of ways about him that we've all talked about before that we don't like right now. Mm-hmm. If the scenarios don't come up where he has to be that type of person, mm-hmm. and I don't think those scenarios will come up in this situation, because when you think about Kyrie leaving Cleveland and him being by himself with J.R. Smith and Kevin Love and not having his Robin with him, that's when kind of some of his bad traits come out. But when things was working well with LeBron and Cavs and Kyrie, I didn't hear much from LeBron. I didn't hear much from LeBron when things was going well in Miami. I didn't hear much from LeBron when things was going well in LA when they won that bubble. So when things are going well, I think you won't hear all of that stuff that y'all talking about. Y'all are talking about if things are going bad, what's going to happen. Also, everything around the LeBron camp has been quiet anyway. The media hype. You don't hear a lot of takes from Nick Wright and all these dudes. You don't hear, everything has died down. That's why I stopped opposing and stop talking about, because there's no goofiness to oppose. Now we could just talk about the basketball. There's not a lot of horrible stuff on that side that's coming that we gotta correct or give pushback on. That's just my thing. I think this is the cool, smooth exit for LeBron and his whole camp in Clutch Sports, and I'm gonna celebrate it. I'm gonna love it.
Well, forgive me if I don't believe what my eyes have watched for the last more than 2 decades. We'll see if you're right, and if you're right, you know me, I have no problem admitting in front of whoever on whatever show that I was wrong. So we'll see. We'll see.
Well, Bruce, I think what Mel is trying to say is that, even if you're right, we could all be right about what we're saying. It doesn't matter. It's coming to an end. That's what he's saying. And I think, that's totally fine. I think
it'll ever come to an end.
What I don't think that will come to an end is LeBron, being in, sort of trying to have some sort of influence over what fans think. That's what I don't think will come to an end. But what I think is that just the hype around LeBron, the lies about LeBron, it is starting to quiet down a little bit. It is. And we don't hear every day about him being the GOAT anymore. That conversation is practically over. You know what I mean? Even Nick Wright, they're finding something else. And
that's a fact.
We're seeing the direction of the something else, right? And it's becoming, and I think it sort of started with LeBron and it's carrying over just with a whole new cast of characters. It wasn't, I think what we're seeing now, even the media sports world, is that it wasn't really even about LeBron.
Hey, this is for Jay and Chris. Charles Barkley kind of talked about it with Stephen A. Smith on his show today. And it was interesting. It's short, but it was interesting what he said.
LeBron James, if he were to win a championship in Philly, it would be his 4th different team he's won a title with. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going to have their opinions about that. what would Charles Barkley's opinion be that he's going to yet another team, a different team, a fourth team to win the championship? What would your thoughts be about that?
Well, I think number one, it would be incredible. But the number one knock on LeBron for older guys like myself has always been, yo, man, you always stacking your team. He stacked it in Miami. He stacked it in Cleveland. He stacked it in LA. Now he's stacking it in Philly. So that, to me, I'm going to still have the same criticism I've always had. He's always stacked his team.
Now, just to get a look at what this stacked roster looks like, the starting five, projection would be Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, Joel Embiid. On paper, that looks very good. I really like that starting five for a lot of reasons we'll get into. On the bench, I really like Anthony Simons, and I like Caleb Love as a shooter. I like Caleb Love as a young guy, and I think he's going to enjoy playing with LeBron and Jaylen Brown for sure. Justin Edwards and D Wade. I like D Wade, and then then Bona is a good backup, and then you got the rookie Feline, who is lighting up summer league, but he might not get many minutes. I think Anthony Simons and Caleb Love got that on lock. But other than that, and I like Johnny Broome, but he hasn't got any, a lot of playing time yet. I think he was a rookie last year, and there is a rumor that Caldwell Pope is trying to secure a buyout from his team and join LeBron in Philly. And Dwight Howard has sent out his back signal to the Kings saying, I'm available. So that's the stat squad that Charles Barkley is talking about. Jay, your comments, your response.
He stacked his team in Cleveland. He stacked his team in Miami. He stacked his team in LA. He stacked his team in Philly. Well, first of all, this is not his team in Philly. It's not his team. Is the team stacked? It looks good on paper. But if I had to drag Ilgauskas and all them boys to the finals when I first came to I'm taking the easy way the rest of the way too. You know what I'm saying? If I got to take Ilgauskas and Verjao and
that roster wasn't current?
Huh?
Who said that roster wasn't current? Well, maybe some of those guys are not under contract right now, but definitely and I put that back. My bad, Jay. I didn't mean to.
No.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Don't forget where you was at, but let me see what's not current. Anthony Simons did just get signed. Caleb Love got signed. Dean Wade just got signed, and Bona is still on the contract. So if there's a question for Justin Edwards and everyone else, so Justin Edwards, Tyrese Martin, Beach Chump, and Barlow. I think Barlow's still there too. But it might be four guys on there might not be on the contract.
What'd you call him? Beach Chump?
Beach Champ. But I look. I'm just trying to say these names.
You can call them what you want to. You won't call a number.
Yeah. But
you ain't gonna call no play for him. I tell you that.
For the guy who said that roster isn't current, that starting five is current. They're all on the contract. Anthony Simons, Caleb Love, Dean Wade, and Bona are on the contract as well. The rookie,
and then the end of the bench don't matter.
Yeah, and Feline just got drafted, so he's under the contract. So it might be questions for about four guys. But yeah, thank you for pointing it out. My bad, Jay. Go ahead.
No, you cool. So Charles Barkley is not wrong in a way, but I don't know if that's the knock on him. Like there's a lot of things you could knock, but stack his team and y'all let him. And he played in a league in the league in a time of team stacking. I mean, you can say that about anybody who played in this era, that they've stacked their team everywhere they went. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really hold the weight that Charles thought it held, in my opinion.
I don't think you can say that.
Name a player.
Kawhi Leonard. How did he stack the team in Toronto?
First of all,
Toronto,
he was unhappy in Toronto. He just happened to win in Toronto, but he got on the first thing smoking when he could, and he damn sure stacked his team in LA.
No, but you
I
said
don't think LeBron stacked his team, though. You know what this reminds me of? And it brings me back to something Mel said a long time ago. He said that basically what LeBron has always done, because I don't know if it's not just about having a super team for him. LeBron, Mel, you made this point a long time ago that it's been always about trading out an older team for a younger team. And so now he's got another opportunity to, whether it's live vicariously through this younger team that he was able to fit into their starting lineup. If you look at the starting lineup based on what Mel just showed us, current or no, he fits into the power forward role. And we know he's going to play the point forward role with Maxey on the floor, having to pick up, some of the shooting capabilities. And, we're going to see is like Jaylen Brown going to act out on the court and not clear the court when he's ready to do what he needs to do to get to his 10 points. And are they going to have some shouting match on the floor? I'm curious to see what happens when LeBron is trying to get to his 10 and he can't. He has a streak that he has to meet. And that's 10 points.
I think that's over though, Don.
No, yeah, the streak ended.
I really do. No, yeah. He was under 10 last year, but I think him being concerned about so much of that stuff is all but over. I really.
You think it was over when the streak ended? Because I feel like he doesn't want to. When I watch LeBron play, I feel like he still wants to make those double digits when he was able to be like the spotlight in the playoffs. I think he did love that and enjoy that, even though, they were knocked out in the second round this time. I mean, I think that he does want to be a pivotal part of this team. And there's still certain pieces of LeBron's ego that's going to clash with Jaylen Brown.
I think he's aware. I think he felt.
What else? You're probably right, though, Jay. You said he's aware, and you know what? He probably very much so is. And guess what? He probably planned this all season long. Did you guys?
Yeah, I think he felt himself gassing out and shit. And he like, boy.
Do you remember when LeBron earlier in the season, maybe it was halfway through, he was complimenting Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, for sure.
He was. He said, "Yeah, we good except for that nonsense he said about Bronny."
Yeah,
but Dominique, I want to say this though. I think the LA situation with Luka coming and then them transferring the team to Luka and then prioritizing Luka and kind of throwing shade to LeBron, I think that humbled him. And I really do think he's off the high horse. I honestly think that, dog. I just did not see a lot of the LeBron. You think it's like
Russell Westbrook? Like he just kind of humbled himself down, accepted that he was, going to have lesser contracts and that things were just winding down?
Well, I mean... Well,
like when something kind of happens, so like the Lakers didn't offer him this max anymore. He just realizes he's not going to get all this money. Like, or do you think it was just like the Luka situation and him having to adapt to that? Like that prepared him for this moment.
Well, now even if you look at like what he has to do to get up for a game, you know what I'm saying? Like he knows that better than anybody else. So he like, bro, I can't physically be the guy for 48
Well, minutes. I just wonder if Bruce is thinking, because I see Bruce, he's like, I see what he's thinking. You're a funny guy.
Yeah, so he gotta, so I think he's
we'll never know what LeBron has to do to get up for a game.
If you I know what Bruce thinking, but we ain't going there. If you if you guys rewind the time, probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I said he needs to transition to a straight power forward role. And I mentioned Karl Malone like he did when he went to LA or whatever. But I do see that this thing right here in Philly could end like when Karl Malone and Gary Payton went to LA. It could end. I hope
it don't end in injuries, dog. I really don't, man, because it would have been really nice to see a healthy Karl Malone with that Lakers team.
I mean, the whole team. Like by the time they got toward the playoffs, like they was on fumes, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even the healthy players was like, I ain't never seen Kobe that tired from carrying all the load of everything.
And Shaq was out of shape. Shaq, that's the year Shaq was 430, 430 pounds. And then he had the toe issue, and then him and Kobe's feud had got to a
fever pitch.
It was at its peak.
I mean, it was just everything that could go wrong that year went wrong, and I hope this doesn't happen in Philly. But what I'm saying is that when you put that many, I'm not gonna say egos, personalities in one locker room, it can either work really well or work really horribly. And I don't even think, honestly, I don't think the problem will be with 23. I think the thing to watch is this Maxey team or is this Browns team? Like
that's the question I want to ask. That's the question I want to ask. And Chris, I want you to address that. You got Tyrese Maxey, who's the young guy who was an all-star last year. I think he made second or third team All-NBA. He averaged 30. And since before Brown got there, it was Maxey, a rookie, and Embiid. And Embiid was always hurt. So obviously Maxey was the guy. That was his first year being, okay, this is your team. Then you bring in Brown. Now it's a question of, is it going to be Brown's or Maxey's? But the process is still there. Joel Embiid is still there. If he comes back healthy, Joel Embiid is better than both of them. And the only MVP on the team. So you got three guys, it could potentially have an issue, right, with whose team it is. And now you add LeBron.
And Edgecombe coming too, pause. Like he
wants a piece of that.
For sure.
And you know, now Brown went through this with Boston when Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Terry Rozier, Al Horford, the Morris twins, all them people was there. They went through an issue like this, and I think Brown knows that, but then he just let it split him and Tatum up again, so maybe he don't know it. But my question is, do you think that's going to become an issue?
I think it could if this season ends in failure, because this season automatically comes with extremely high expectations now, right? And I think that if the season doesn't go how at least everybody in that organization feels like it should, there's going to be a lot of finger pointing and playing the blame game. But I think what we have is the potential to have another 2017, 2018 Warriors team. I think that you know that there's somebody who's the de facto, this is their team. But at any given point, anybody can be the one, the guy. Sure. And I think that if they can keep egos aside, they can be very dangerous that way. At any point, it can be Maxey giving you 35. It can be JB giving you 35. Embiid, if he's healthy, can give you 35. LeBron might have a turn back the clock game and give you 35. Mm-hmm. VJ Edgecombe can have another coming out game. He dropped 35. It can go from any place. But the thing about that is they have to be able to manage. And I think I'm gonna have to agree with you a little bit, Mel. I think I see, and I hate this, and this tastes so bad, these words. But I think that we gonna see a different LeBron. I think LeBron is not going to try to be the one, the two, or the three. I think LeBron is fully embracing a point forward role. I think what we might see
or not. He might just be out, like he was off the ball all last year.
I think power forward. I think he a traditional forward.
Yeah, into the playoffs came where they needed him to get on the ball. I think if LeBron is smart, he embraces not having the ball completely, and if they need him down the stretch, he's the guy who's been to eight finals. He's the guy who has 4 rings. He's the guy that's a top 10 player at the worst, and at the best, maybe a top 3 player of all time. He's that guy, and it's nice to have that guy on your side if you need him in case of emergency. Break glass, right? So I'm good with that.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
My bad, Jay. No, my question is this. I saw somebody mention it in the chat earlier, and I hadn't even thought about it even when we did our show earlier talking about this. But Nick Nurse really is a system guy, a real X's and O's guy. Mm-hmm. Is LeBron going to be able to handle having to play in a real system? That's the question.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, of course, like yeah,
that's
of course.
what we said in Achilles heel for him, though. We know that.
Yeah, but hey, by the way, AZ Fudd won the 3-point contest.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, I was just about to say she put
I'm
up a
watching.
performance.
Yeah, was she
She
30
could shoot
30 in the last round?
Yeah, Lee. That first girl that went up there, Natisha Heidemann,
what I tell you about how she shoot? I said she's not a 3-point. She's not a 3-point contest shooter.
Yeah, but
her
the
percentages is high because
Portland.
Oh yeah.
Bridget Carlton. Bridget Carlton.
She played with Minnesota last year. Minnesota had two girls, about 6'4", about her size, Carlton and I forget the other girl name. They both could shoot threes. They're good.
McBride?
No, not McBride. It was Bridget Carlton, and there was another girl that was both about 6'3". They both played power forward and center. McBride is
defensive. Was it the girl that won defensive player of the year?
No, that's the girl. That's Bridget Carlton. But I get them mixed up for some because they don't look alike, but they're the same height. They both white girls. They both can shoot and they both get rebound, defense, play post. They kind of the same player. But yeah, you Dominique, you just not feeling this LeBron thing, is you?
No, honestly, when I heard he was going to Philly, I was grateful that it wasn't the Miami. I don't want to see a redo. I don't really like to see like exes go back to each other. So I'm grateful to not see him on the Miami Heat again, or the Cavs, trying to pretend that relationship works. I mean, I think that those relationships have been burned. I think LeBron maybe thought that he could go to the Celtics, or, I think this was planned for a while, and I don't have a problem with him being on Philly. I think in an all great basketball world, Mel, if this is all what happens, I would love for that to happen. Like the way that you were saying, I would love for them to play great basketball. I think that there were, like, to your point, Mel, what I saw during the season was that LeBron played some really great games, but I think that for the most part, he looked bad with Luka, and not just because he was bad, but because Luka was bad. I think LeBron was actually better than Luka Doncic in multiple games throughout, the season. But what I can't help but to imagine that LeBron is going to pick up that basketball, Mel, and jump in the air with nowhere to go. And still let me ask you this. Turnovers. Like, I'm sorry, but it's going to look like that. We're going to see multiple moments of that.
And if we see that, Don, what you think I'm gonna do on this podcast?
I think that you're going to. I'm
gonna call it like I see it.
I think you're going to call out the basketball stuff, no problem. I think we all will, right? So all we're doing right now is speculating about what we think will happen this season. And so if the basketball is good, you're going to say the basketball is good. If the basketball is bad, you're going to say the basketball is bad. But what we're also talking right now about is the psychology of this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Leaders are going to do, right? How the team is going to, get together and be. And there's a lot of different, there's just a lot of different personalities on this team right now. And it is going to be interesting to see how this all maps out.
While Chris was talking, I had the very unflattering thought. You know how many times during these 76ers broadcasts they're going to show fucking Kevin Hart and Meek Mill on TV? Like, bro, he about to come out with another Philly anthem song. And we got to do this again, bro. Like,
man, Meek Mill ain't been on TV since Puffy got locked up.
That's exactly what I was about to say. If they play any Meek Mill, they're going to cut to Meek Mill with Diddy in the same in matching shirts. That's what's going to happen.
Wow. Who's going to show up too now, you say?
How did we get here?
I don't know.
I'm just telling you guys.
Diddy out in July, ain't he? Coming July. Diddy free.
They say he is. They say he is. Hey, but we got a phone call. Dom, you mind handling the phone calls for us? Caller from Missouri.
How's it going? Caller from Missouri.
Oh, yes, sir. Good evening, everybody. This is JD right here.
Thank you for calling Man Down Sports.
Yes, and I appreciate y'all accepting my call. And as a lifelong Laker fan, I've been in Jubilee for the past 3 weeks. I got my team back.
Jubilee.
Jubilee. It's been total wretched for the past 8 years. And I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade, but this the bottom line, people. This the bottom line. When all this is over, the entire NBA community gonna need prayer and healing. Because I'm gonna tell you why. I saw my team, and they gonna tell you And Rob Pelinka didn't do anything for this guy. He came up in here July 1st, 2018 and caused all out havoc. He cleared out I spoke to Dominique a year ago about what happened to their young core, and they will get their story told in due time.
Can I ask you a question, JD? Can I ask you one question?
Yes, ma'am.
I know that LeBron, I know you feel like LeBron ruined your team for the last 8 seasons and whatnot. And I know people in the audience, I see some comments of people wondering why Mel's taking it so easy on him. But look at what Rob Pelinka continues to do to the team. Do you think that the team is going, do you believe that the Lakers are going to win a title with Luka Doncic?
Well,
do you believe that?
The issue is when you gut your franchise out, you're basically winging it and you hope something sticks. See,
but JD, they invested in Luka Doncic.
No, they invested in now that
LeBron is waning, we cannot continue to blame the Lakers' decision-making, the organization, the front office. Have you seen what your team looks like? Have you seen what your team looks like this season? This for the upcoming season?
No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Hey, JB, we're going to take this comment off the air. Go ahead, wrap it up. We're going to take this off the air. Go ahead.
Okay, basically, this is the thing, people. This is the thing. This player empowerment era, basically what you see with these older superstars, the LeBrons, the KDs, and the Kawhi Leonards, they great players. What's missing in this previous era is watching superstars compete against each other. That's really the bottom line. So what these older stars are doing now, they're going to situations with young up-and-coming talent to extend their careers out with the hope that they make cash in and win a championship. That's not how it was done back then. Now, if they want to hustle like that.
All right, thank you for the call, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, JD.
All right, what y'all think about that comment?
He said that for the last 8 years the Lakers were in turmoil, but the 5 years before LeBron got there, they weren't in the playoffs. I don't know where they were, but it wasn't the playoffs.
But so, I think Lakers fans would rather be
like we got to remember the whole story. Like the Lakers won shit for 5 years. LeBron got there, they were relevant again. He left them in a better place than what he found them.
Can I ask you, Jay, why people say that the Lakers weren't relevant when they weren't winning? Do you think that winning is the only thing that makes a team relevant? Because their winning history is what makes them relevant, right? Because they haven't won. So if you're saying 5 years they didn't win before LeBron, and they spent more time losing with LeBron. So I get it, he brought them a title, but we can't say, oh, the 5 years before he came, they sucked. What about the last 8 years? They sucked. It was really bad.
They were a playoff. They were a playoff and championship team in the last 8 years.
The Lakers
before then,
they were cellar dwellers. Fans would have taken Kobe Bryant in the middling seasons that he had over this stuff that was going on with LeBron and the bubble ring. I'm just saying that sounds like what the JD was saying, and what Lakers
again. It's easy to have it that way when you're saying, hey, I don't like this player, so whatever he does, it's not going to be good enough.
But you said that's easy. 5 years they weren't good, but for the last 6 years they weren't good. They were worse for longer.
If you ask any fan of any fan base, hey, if you get one championship in an 8-year period and you haven't had a championship,
he had 2 championships in an 8-year period. So you talked about 5, but what about the 5 years?
That's all he was talking about, though. That's all he was talking about was he said the 5 years before LeBron got there. But look, let me read these super chats really quick. $2 super chat from Adidas 20. Can James play without using his 4-play system? I mean, I think we've seen him do that with the Lakers last year. $5 super chat from John Wayne. Excellent point about LeBron playing within an offense. The question is, when it doesn't work, will Nurse send Embiid to the corner and play Bron ball? Like these are the type of things I would have been saying 2 years ago and beyond. I seen him come off the ball last year. I got to be fair to him. He showed that he could do it, and he showed he could still be effective while doing it. And he was more effective than Luka and Austin Reeves was to be. It would have never worked if LeBron would have not did what he did last season. Man, I got to give him some type of credit. But we got a caller from Texas, Dominique.
Hey, caller from Texas. Thanks for calling in Down Sports. How's it going? Who do we have on the line?
Good, Don. You know who this is, Funky Town.
Hey, Funky Town. How's it going? Happy
Hey,
Friday.
hey. All right. I need somebody to check and see if Mel can blink 3 times, see what the hell happened to him. Because he act like he's been held hostage by plush sports or something.
I think
I don't
everybody.
know what in the world's going on.
I think you need to give Mel a break. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I just think he
got Kool-Aid stains and all kinds of stuff.
He told us what's going on with him. He just doesn't want to focus on the
body
negativity
snatcher,
around LeBron.
something.
He wants to believe in, in its ending. So he wants him to end. He wants LeBron's career.
I want to believe in unicorns.
And he wants to be part of that positivity. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong.
Yeah, well, I'll just say it this way. I've seen no evidence of this ever happening in the past 23 years. And as far as everybody keep talking about he can do all this, that, and the other, playing power forward. You got to play defense on power forward, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, not in this ever.
That means no.
Funky Town. That's why he fits.
I'm gonna tell you this. They're gonna do. They're gonna be.
They're gonna the power forward role because power forwards right now in the league, the climate around that position is that they're playing very lazy defense. So that's why he fits into the starting lineup as a forward. That's I think from a basketball perspective,
they are going to target him just like they targeted Luka. He is their weak link. That's who the offensive. If anybody with any confidence is going right at him.
Better than Luka Doncic.
They're going to run him up and down the court. Say again.
LeBron is better than Luka Doncic. To Mel's point, he was.
I'm not saying
I'm
not saying he's not.
He was the better player on the Lakers team. He is better than Luka Doncic, and he can play better defense than Luka Doncic right now.
Let me say this. Let me say this, Funky Town. Like I understand. Look, we all know LeBron has been taking his breaks on defense for several years. We know that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Double digits.
Yeah, but every team. First of all, LeBron is he's still a capable defender. Like why he still has his athleticism, his speed.
Exactly.
He's still a capable defender. Now, his choice to defend at a high level is not always yes. The choice is not always yes. Let's do it. But I think he can lock in and do it. Here's the thing. A healthy Embiid is still a shot blocker and a rim protector. Jaylen Brown is a all defensive type player. VJ Edgecombe is an all defensive type player. So you got three guys on the team, 2 of them on the perimeter and a rim protector. Not every team has that. Every team has somewhat of a liability on their starting 5. And if that liability is LeBron, if I got Brown, Embiid, Edgecombe, and Maxey, I'm cool. I mean, we listen. He's 42. The critique and the criticism. We got 2 more years to do it. Y'all can do it all these 2 years if you want. But when he's gone, you're gonna have to just start talking about X's and O's in basketball again, or you're gonna have to try to find a new LeBron. So I wish I wish to be
happy with that.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
Look, here's the X's and O's, bro. Hold on.
But listen, Funky Town, we've done hundreds of LeBron videos, and I've cooked him to a crisp. Every time we talk about LeBron is not a chance to cook. He just joined the Philadelphia 76ers, and the honest critique of or the honest opinion of what I think is going to happen is this is going to be a very good team in the East, and they got a chance to contend. That's what I think.
Okay, got it. I heard all that. The thing that I think the equation y'all are missing is that you got to put out energy to play defense. And as soon as he's already running out of gas doing it the way
you ain't hear what I said. Funky Town, you ain't hear what I said. Okay, all right. Let's hold on. Let's take the defending champs in the East. Let's take the defending champs. You got Karl Anthony Towns, Andre Drummond at the 4 and the 5. Then or maybe Andre Drummond don't start. Maybe you got Karl Anthony Towns at the 5, and you come out with that small lineup with Josh Hart playing the 4, Mikal Bridges playing the 3. Anunoby, Mikal Bridges playing the 2, Anunoby playing the 3, and Jalen Brunson. Now, in that lineup, who is going to say, "Oh, LeBron is on me. Let me take him one-on-one"? Which one of those guys? Are you telling me if you tell me but Joel Embiid is guarding him, but Joel Embiid is guarding him? You telling me that LeBron James against the defending champs can't go on Josh Hart and be okay?
No.
They both are playing the 4. I think Josh Hart is going to have more of a problem on LeBron James.
But see, he's going to run him
Stop it, man. Come on, man. This is just because you don't like LeBron. I've never not liked LeBron.
I clearly said I don't like LeBron. This has to do with physics.
But this is blind.
Physically been able.
This is blinding your judgment, though. But it's blinding your judgment, though.
Bell, can I explain my judgment before you tell me what I haven't done?
Sure.
What I said is, if he has been this whole time give the last 3 years, been playing on reserve mode this whole time, and he's running out of gas now, you telling me when he's having to go against faster, stronger, younger players that are looking for him to be the problem, you telling me all of a sudden he's going to have this unaided assistance to be able to keep up and stay on the court, number one?
And what situation? In what situation? Hold on. You mean move your feet like somebody will give Josh Hart the ball and say clear out?
No, if he has to give, if he's gonna have somebody putting their back to him, he can't do anything about that.
I'm talking about Josh Hart. Is Josh Hart going to post him up? Is Josh Hart going to post him up?
No, but he won't be the one posting him up.
Listen, they're playing the same position. If they're on the floor together and they put their best five out, it's going to be Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Brunson. And LeBron is going to be out there with Embiid, Jaylen Brown. Let's say this. Let's say they trust Maxey to guard Jalen Brunson. Now I think Maxey is a little bit thin for Brunson. Brunson, can kind of bully a little bit, but let's say that's the matchup. Maxey on Brunson.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's say, or let's bump that. Let's put the pressure on Brunson. Let's put Jaylen Brown on Brunson and say, we're not doubling. I want you to stop Jalen Brunson. And now we got Maxey on. Maybe you might put him on Mikal Bridges, right? Let's see if y'all go post up 15 times and exploit that mismatch with Mikal. All right. Then you got who else in the starting lineup? You got Jaylen Brown, Max. VJ Edgecombe. You got VJ Edgecombe. You might put him on maybe Josh Hart. And then you got Embiid guarding Karl-Anthony Towns. And I say, LeBron James, you got to stay with OG. You telling me LeBron's going to have problems?
With OG?
Sure.
Hell yes.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
That settles it.
We're going to find out.
What I'm saying is it's energy. It's limited. You cannot sit here and tell me that all of a sudden this guy is going to be able to keep out there for 25 minutes a game at a higher rate than what he's been dealing with, and he's going to put out. He's going to give you more defensive.
Did you see him against the Rockets? Who exploited him against the Rockets?
Against the who?
The Rockets.
Against the who?
Who exploited him against the Rockets?
He had the ball in his hands.
I'm just asking on defense. Who exploited him against the Rockets? Just a question. Who exploited him against the Rockets? Who? What player exploited LeBron against the Rockets in the 4-1 series that they won? Who exploited them? Who looked like the best player on the floor against the Rockets? Who was the best player on the floor against the Rockets in the LA Rockets series?
They all played like ass as far as I'm concerned.
Who was the best player on the floor?
Man, honestly, they all played like ass.
All right, your witness. Your witness, Bruce.
Look, man, you already know my take on this thing. I'm somewhere between. I'm somewhere in the middle of your opinion and his opinion. Let me say that better. Look, I get what you're trying to say, Mel. I get what Funky trying to say too. This is making my brain boil, man. I don't even know how to handle this anymore. It's just at this point, I'm with you, Mel. We'll see. It's that simple to me. We'll see.
We all gonna see.
Yeah.
Everybody in the comment section saying Rockets was missing players. That's not the question I asked. And also, I wanna just go back and remember, were the Lakers missing Luka and Austin Reeves?
Yes.
Y'all gotta stop, man. You said the Rockets was missing players. The Lakers was missing players. That's besides the point.
He went to be in point.
That's besides the point,
right?
Who was the best? What young player was it split? Because what Funky Town said is he's too old and he can't play defense and he can't stick with these young guys. Okay,
you told me you saw what OG just did.
There were young guys on the Rockets.
You just saw
Jabari Smith Jr., Jabari Smith Jr., Reed Shepherd, the Thompson twin. They're very young. Which one was making LeBron look like he needed to retire because he couldn't play defense? Which one? That question is for the panel, the comment section. None of them.
None of them, Mel. But we also know that in that situation, the way the defensive scheme was written up or drawn up with JJ Redick, you know he drew that up to protect LeBron and hide him. Come on, don't.
And guess what? And guess what? How easy is it gonna be to do the same thing with this team with Jalen? What defender other than Marcus Smart, and you might consider Ruri, two really good defenders, but they had Luke Kennard and DeAndre Ayton, who's the laziest athletic guy I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
he is late, and that was what he was working with. Luke Kennard, Jake from State Farm, DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Rui Hachimura. That's what he was working with. And JJ Redick hit LeBron on defense, and now he's going to go play with Edgecombe, a rim protector like Joel Embiid and Jaylen Brown, and we having concerns about his defense.
Well, I don't
think this
know.
is a non-topic.
I don't know if Embiid is still, the rim.
Wait a minute. Did you just say defense is a non-topic, Bill?
For on this squad next year,
know you got snatched
yes.
up.
On this squad next year, defense is not my main concern for LeBron James personally. No.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for the call, Funky Town, though.
You got it.
Love you, bro. Caller from Illinois.
Yeah, Mel. How you just ran from the New York lineup was funny. But anyway, we're going to talk about, does he have a no trade clause?
Oh, no, I ain't seen his contract.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, where's Bree? I guess she has something else to do.
Yeah, she did.
Now we're going to talk about Dom. Dom, you said LeBron got younger players. When he first came to LA, didn't he get rid of all the younger players?
Yeah, he did.
And since he's in LA, what younger players did he go get?
No, that wasn't Dom take. That was my take.
So he went and got Anthony.
Oh, but she said
no. Hold on. But you asked me a question, so I want to answer it. So Anthony Davis was younger, so he was a younger superstar. Kyrie Irving was a younger superstar. That was the take that Mel made, and I am agreeing with that this just, to me, it's not just about him signing up for a super team. It's about him being able to extend his career. Another player mentioned that it's about him being able to set himself up for more titles and to have the best team. Yes, but it's not just about super. It was, if you take a look at the history, he traded out.
Super. You said older against younger.
I'm just explaining what I said. So yes, every single time he went to a different team, he was with a younger superstar, younger than him.
And to be fair, the people that he got rid of that was in LA when he got there, have they won since he got rid of them?
Yeah, let's ask a question, Jay. All these players he got rid of, none of them have won. But you got to give a team a chance to gel before you just throw them away.
Man, listen.
Now, in Philly. Hold on, bro.
I can look at shit, but I don't need for it to start smelling before I know it's shit.
Right now in Philly, you have Maxey who likes to run. BJ just learned how to play with Maxey. Now you throwing in Brown. Now you bringing in the circus.
Y'all wanted to be a circus so bad. Hey, how about how about this?
The fanboys.
How about this? How about this?
Everything else gonna make it a circus.
But you want it to be a circus. But what if it's not?
No. How many times it hasn't happened?
Probably all the times that he won. He won.
He won 42 before.
The four times he won. The four times he won?
Yeah,
sure. At least.
And then
at least
take it back a year or two. You used to clown the 4 times he won.
But let me ask you this.
All of a sudden you changed.
Let me ask you this. Do you want it not to be a circus?
Like all I'm saying is
no. That's a real question. No. I'm gonna answer it. You don't get to avoid. No, you got to ask from a direct. You don't get to avoid questions. All right. We trying to run a show here. We trying to do something.
Okay.
So you can't run from questions. Do you want it not to be a circus?
I would love for it not to be a circus.
All right. Stop there. Well, listen. We are part of the people who enjoy the circus by talking about the circus. So if you don't want it to be a circus, let's just see what's gonna happen. If it becomes if it becomes a circus, then we'll talk about it and be like, oh, well, shoot, everybody that said it was gonna be a circus is right. But right now, he just signed with them today. Right now, we can at least talk about the possibilities. And hey, look, man, from a basketball standpoint, could this work? And I'm telling you the ways it could work. We already know about the ways it could be disastrous. People could get hurt. A circus could derail everything. It might not gel. We all already know about that. But right now, I'm enjoying the fact that this is must-see TV. I want to see it. I wanted to see it before LeBron joined. It's Jaylen Brown, Embiid, and Maxey and Edge come. I wanted to see it
too.
Okay, so now you got so much goodness. You got so much goodness around LeBron that he don't have to be the story. Like this is one of the first.
He got to be the story.
He's getting paid $8 million. Why would he be the story?
I'm gonna tell you why he got to be the story.
With Maxey. Now you throw in Jaylen Brown. So now they got to see can them three work.
It's basketball. Make it work. Who cares? Who cares? It's basketball. What you mean it's not enough shots? What if LeBron don't want the shots? He want to win. It don't matter. We just seen it work with Embiid jumping out of off the bench with a bad knee, and they made that work. It's fine, dog. Y'all doing way too much, man. Y'all doing. But thanks for the call, bro. Appreciate it.
Okay, I do want to say this one thing, Mel, is that, Bronny was making $8 million over 4 years, and he's always the story. As long as LeBron is around, he's going to be a story. And I get the fact that we don't have to care about the story. We don't have to keep talking about the spectacle, whether it's it could be a spectacle next season. I think the point is really it can be a spectacle next season, but the spectacle will be coming to an end. We don't have to comment on every single spectacle because the show is almost over.
I'm gonna say this. Go ahead. Take the call and not say what I'm gonna say later.
Well, say what you gonna say, then we'll take it. Go ahead.
All right. What it boils down to is people don't like this man so much that they rooting for that man to Philly. He ain't even landed in Philly yet. That man announced from Jamaica he going to Philly. They like that should have never worked. Let him get there first. Gee, he ain't
that's so funny, man.
He ain't had no steak and cheese yet. Let him eat a steak and cheese.
Jay, that's not about hating him so much that they waiting for him to fail. It's nobody wants to hear how the Bron-sexuals are gonna act if this goes the way they want it to go.
That ain't LeBron's fault. That ain't LeBron's fault.
To hear Nick Wright, nobody wants to hear Shankoon Sharp. Nobody wants to hear any of these people and the way they're going to be acting if this goes the way they want it.
That's listen. First of all, Bruce.
Yes.
Bruce, let me say this with all due respect.
Sure.
There's a lot of stuff that Nick Wright says that's correct. Now I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Which is why I'm gonna say no. That when he talks about LeBron, he's on that BS.
I'm gonna say no to that, Jay.
Nick Wright. Nick Wright is a savant when it comes to football. I don't know about none of his basketball takes.
You just you saying, come on, man. No, he
don't know nothing about what he talk about in basketball when it comes to football.
We got a caller from DC, Dom.
Hey, caller from DC. Thanks for calling Hand Down Sports. Who do we have on the line?
What's up, Dom? It's a Posh King, man. It's been a minute,
Posh King, man. Appreciate you for the Kobe donation last show, though. Appreciate you.
Hey, Posh King, how's it going? Talk to us nice.
It's been good, man. Been good. Life's good. It's work, man. So that's a good thing, The work got me busy. So your Friday nights, I'm on some late night shows sometime, though. Living though. This LeBron topic though, because they even comparing LeBron James to Lionel Messi and stuff like. And Mel, you remind me of one of my friends, bro. Like you a fire starter. You with the shit. I'm watching the show. I'm like, Mel, one of them dudes. He throw the wood in the fire and goes, let's go. Pause. Man. First of all. Pause before I say this, but we all know LeBron ugly. When I saw that Sixers jersey, I was like, God damn.
Oh my God.
Pause. We know he ugly. He ain't a handsome man. We know that. Pause. But when I saw that Sixers jersey, I was like, God damn. You feel me? It was like Shaq at the Celtics. You know, I said this, Mel. I said, because I saw all of the statement that he put out. That's LeBron, and I had said this like, if this was like last year and he went on the Knicks, because right now the Sixers, if he may get in Jaylen Brown and if Embiid can stay healthy, you never know if they could have made a run. And now, if they actually make the run, oh, LeBron James, this, that, and the third. Yeah, he's good enough and still can play. But for where LeBron James want to be when his career is all said and done, where his fans are putting him at, this is not it. What are you doing? Like, this is absolutely not it, bro. Like, in any way at all, how you go and win. It's just not organic. It's just not the same like the ones that came before you did it. You feel me? So, and definitely, you know, I'm cheering for my squad again. So that was the most beautiful thing when I'm hearing he's leaving. Because God knows it's been hell, can't be rooting for the Lakers. So for me, it's like LeBron James. It's like the Ronaldo in football, in soccer. Like it's that effect, and no amount of narratives or whatever. The real ones is not. No matter how much reach, they just put that LeBron James is a better defender than Kobe. 22 on this dumb Bleacher Report shit.
Yeah.
Like, all of the narratives and all of the talk, it's embarrassing.
It is.
How can you be a fan of that? You know, like, this is what you waste 2 hours out of your life on watching a game. This person, like, why are you a fan of him? Oh, longevity, he got how much money, how much MVP. All of that, even the championships, the MVPs or the championships, fans can brag on that. But what we are fans are is your ability and what you do and how you inspire. Like, these people brag about how much money LeBron got, longevity. If you make comment about basketball, they'll tell you that people have a dislike for LeBron, a high dislike because of your ways, the things that you do. And people will see the things how you either defended Kyrie or speak against him, your teammates and the teams and the narratives that you run.
Correct.
So
but
it was from the jump.
Posh.
Yeah.
That's all in the past, baby. It's a new day. It's a new day. The king has turned over a new leaf.
There you go.
The king has turned over a new leaf, man.
And why is he following Kobe? Because even at one point, I heard he wanted to be. Posh. Be a storyteller.
Posh. It's a new day, brother. It's a new day. Let's enjoy the king for the last 2 years. Let's enjoy the king. The king is he's turned over. He's turned over a new leaf, man. Please, I'm telling you, pay attention. He's a different. Listen, Posh. He's a different guy. I want y'all to pay close attention and give him a clean slate and erase everything from your memory. Okay. We can bring it back up when we do. If they ever bring them back up in the GOAT debate, we can finish burying them. But for right now, give that man a 2-year fresh, clean slate and no memory of, like the Men in Black when they do the pen.
Yeah, that's
no memory. I want everybody look into this pen. Boom. All right, we don't remember none of that goofy stuff LeBron and Clutch Sports did. This is a clean slate. He's going to Philly. Let's enjoy the king.
I remember real quick if they win the championship this year.
I'm gonna do that for you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. I promise you, it's gonna feel good.
Had a great career.
Yes,
LeBron had a great career.
Yeah,
real.
He did. Sure, he did.
But we're gonna celebrate him.
Yeah, this is his Jordan Wizards 2 years. Itself is on a stack squad. Let's just watch it.
There we go.
That is what it is. Let's watch it. Let's enjoy it.
Kobe after Achilles.
Yeah, a two year.
Let's enjoy.
A 2-year farewell tour on a stack squad that can contend. All right, but hey, thanks,
Posh.
We're
being serious.
Yeah. Thank you, Posh.
I ain't being serious. He know better.
I'm gonna do 8 tonight, though.
okay,
I'm gonna
man.
do 8 tonight, though. Yeah, LeBron ain't worth it.
All right, brother.
8 for Kobe.
All right, thank you. Yep.
Hey, real quick, Mel. We can do what you're asking us to do if Rich Paul shut the hell up and get off that stupid podcast.
Hey, listen, man.
To do that.
I don't even click on that podcast.
I was about to say, listening to Rich Paul is a choice. I choose not to.
Yeah,
like, you literally can.
I don't watch his show. A lot of
I can't do it.
Pops up everywhere though. I don't watch his show, but he pops up.
I can't do it. Hey,
So,
just to close this out, we'll get into some of the other free agents because there is a little, I guess, what a butterfly effect or a domino effect of LeBron finally picking a squad. Now other teams and other players that are free agents can kind of make their decisions. And Shams kind of reported about that and said some names, Kuminga and guys like that. And I kind of want to get y'all thoughts on where you see them landing. But listen to how Shams broke it down.
Explain the domino effect for the teams that did not land LeBron James in this decision.
Let's focus on three of them: Cleveland, Miami, and Golden State. For the Cavaliers now, their pursuit to try to go get help at that 3-4 position will continue. You're going to look at names like Jonathan Kuminga in play with the Cavaliers. They were banking on potentially getting LeBron James and sliding him in next to James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. So they're going to have to go another way. Another player getting interest with Cleveland and Golden State as well is Mario Hezonja. He was a high lottery pick about 11 years ago, and he has a chance now from going to the EuroLeague back to the NBA. So from the Cavs perspective, they have to go get that wing help. The Heat, we're also trying to see, can we get LeBron James, have him be that playmaker with Giannis and Bam and Wiggins in the starting lineup and Davion Mitchell. That was their projected starting lineup. Well, now they got to go get another playmaker. Two names to keep an eye on there, DeMar DeRozan and Bradley Beal. But there's potential other names there as well. And for the Warriors, you're going to look at names like Mario Hezonja, like I just discussed. Draymond Green, he's a free agent. He's still due another contract. We'll see if they land potentially a one-year deal at that same $27.7 million clip. Draymond Green opted out of a player option worth $27.7 to give the Warriors the flexibility to go and pursue LeBron James and potentially Anthony Davis. And so now he's going to be going back to the Warriors.
Chris, let's start with the Draymond Green part first. He opted out of $27 million, hoping LeBron would come and join him. So now he got to go back to the negotiating table and say, are y'all gonna give me $27 million for 1 year right now, or what are y'all gonna give me to bring me back? What's your thoughts on that, and how you think the Warriors and Draymond should handle that?
I can respect Draymond trying to make the selfless act of, freeing up some cash to go get LeBron, and then y'all bring me back, and then we do this, however. But that motherfucker stupid. He just played himself out of spot. That nigga will not be in the Warriors jersey come this season.
He probably will, just for a lot less.
And to be honest with you, he might go take the vet minimum and follow LeBron to Philly, to be honest with you. The talks are gonna start out really, really bad here in Golden State. I think that Draymond doing what he did made it a lot easier for Golden State. Draymond had the gun to Golden State head this whole time, from the $100 million contract all the way through. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the gun to the head the whole time. They couldn't really maneuver. It was like, hey, you know what? Listen, we gonna go pursue LeBron. He's leaving. Oh yeah, my guy that got me that $100 million contract. Yeah, I'll give up whatever for him to get here. Cool. I'm gonna opt out. I'll be unrestricted. Now they didn't change your code to the facility. Bye-bye. Draymond Green will not be in the Warriors jersey.
Wow.
Book it. I think it's time. I mean, if they could have got LeBron, then maybe they would have worked something out to bring him back. But no LeBron kind of, in my eyes, closes the book on that old guard. There's no more Clay. Draymond is old and irritable to us, everybody else in the league. Steph can't continue to just shoot lights out for the entire season. He can't even play an entire season. He missed the 65 game threshold last year. So he can't continue to, and y'all traded away the young core because again, Draymond had the gun to y'all head.
Sad.
I think anybody else got something different than that or something to add?
He'll be back, but that's the 23 y'all ought to be upset with.
Why?
Because he's the Kirk Cousins in the NBA. Like I'm talking about getting money for nothing. I'm talking about getting money for Nathan. That man, like, name a time where you just said, man, that Draymond Green really showed up last night.
I mean, it's been times. I mean, he can hoop. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just like,
hold on. I gotta go look up his career high. I gotta go do it.
Hold on, time out. Can hoop. Cool. We'll give you that. But he has the attitude of I am that guy.
Yeah, he do.
And that's a little more than can hoop. Like he really in his mind when he goes to sleep, it's him, Steph, and Kerr, the big three. And he's the least of the three.
Right. So did y'all hear that Klay Thompson was asked if he would return to Golden State? And he said that, obviously he don't have much time left in his career and on his deal, but he would be open to it if possible to finish things out.
So
of course he would.
Real quick. Fun fact, Draymond has crossed the 30-point threshold a whopping 3 times in his career.
Wow.
And 2 of them was in the playoffs.
In this era, that's crazy.
I think we remember those performances that he had. Like I remember those really stunning performances that he had in that series that they lost. And
one of them was Game 7 in 2016.
Yeah.
He dropped 32
really well.
Yeah, he was going off, and they went completely away from him in the second half. I can't figure out what that was about, but
because ain't no way in hell you thought Draymond Green was going to be the reason why we won this game.
They said we'd rather lose than to give him more ammo.
Look, if he was going to work, man, forget that. You got to win. However it has to happen.
100% right. No,
they went to halftime and was like, "Damn, this motherfucker might win Finals MVP." Nah, we can't have that
again. Steph was probably like, "Not again."
You thought KD was
not again.
You thought Curry was crying when KD was about to win Finals MVP. He'd have tore that locker room party if he lost it to Draymond Green.
He already lost it to Iguodala. Like how
many
plays do we do?
Terrible. I wouldn't care. I'm just trying to win. Nah, man, hell with that.
Okay, it was another free agent they named. They named Kuminga, and getting traded to the Hawks. He played well for the Hawks. Did good in the playoffs against New York. They were the only team to get 2 games against New York, and Kuminga performed pretty well and guard Karl-Anthony Towns pretty well, playing up. Guarding way better than Wemby did. Now he's a free agent. He's looking for some money, and they mentioned that now that the Cavs. They've let Dean Wade go. They let D Wade go. They didn't get LeBron. They got a hole at the 3 spot. Do you like Kuminga in Cleveland? There's also an opportunity that he probably could go and help and replace Tobias Harris in Detroit. What do you like Kuminga between those 2 teams?
If he can be a quality scorer, I like the Detroit better because I said it before the playoffs started. Detroit so desperately needs that second guy to help Cade Cunningham. He really needs. So I like him best in Detroit. I think that could be a good fit.
If I'm Kuminga, I go to Golden State and tell them, look, man, I'll take a team friendly deal and get Golden State happy, and then be like, psych, asshole. I would shit on them every chance I got. For real, man, because they did that boy wrong.
Yeah, they did for real. But at least they gave him some money on the way out. You know what I mean? Because they negotiated all last summer trying to get him back in Golden State long term, and he didn't. Like if he was like, if you go give me long term, keep me here, I want to make sure I play. Number one, number two, I don't want you to sign me and then try to trade me. And he couldn't get that type of trust with a no trade clause, so he signed the short term. Got the money, and then Golden State did what I thought they was gonna do and traded him at the deadline. I knew they was gonna do that.
Steve Kerr should be ashamed of himself.
Nah, what he did to Tatum in the Olympics, what he did to Kuminga with Golden State, what he did to Wiseman at Golden State.
That's why
and what he did to Jordan at practice. Don't forget that.
And that's why
he hit his hand with his face. That was crazy.
That's why his face bubbling up like it is.
Like an owl. All right, DeRozan, y'all.
I like that in Miami. I do. That's interesting.
It also adds
absolutely. DeRozan got more points than most people.
That's true. He up there. He might be top 30 by now. Top 35.
Yeah, and he's got. I think he's top ranking in mid-range points specifically.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's
mid-range assassin for sure.
Yeah,
which is interesting because Miami need 3-point shooting.
I was just about to say he adds absolutely no 3-point threat.
Yeah,
but they also need ball handling. Pause.
What I mean, would Bradley Beal fit with the can he still
you know what Bradley Beal fit at home?
ER.
Thank you. Yeah, Bradley Beal. You need plenty.
Everybody needs to learn from the damn Phoenix situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Getting hurt.
What happened to him?
He can go sit down.
What happened to him?
His hip.
I think that he wasn't supposed to be like a major centerpiece on a team. I think that he was supposed to remain like a small market star. And once some people get out of that element, it collapses for them.
What happened?
That man got too close to John Wall and caught whatever he had.
He was fine with the Wizards. He went.
What happened was John Wall was the real superstar. Bradley Beal came and showed some glimpses and some promise
that he could score. Yeah,
right. And the Wizards thought they had a replacement and was like, we can get rid of John and just give the team to Bradley Beal. The team was bad. Bradley Beal put up 30 shots a game and averaged 30 a game, and we got the scoring title. And everybody thought he was a superstar, which he wasn't. That'd be equivalent to.
But everybody didn't think he was, Mel. Do you remember when Shaq embarrassed him on TV and was just like, "You are not a superstar"?
No. Who said that? Shaq.
Shaq, yeah.
Sheesh.
He said
he
said it. I think he said it the same day he told Donovan Mitchell he wasn't a superstar.
Oh.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you said that, Dominique, because speaking of superstars and who is and who's not a superstar, I don't know how you just manifested that just now. Gilbert Arenas was at the Fanatic. Is that what it was called? The Fanatic?
Yeah, Fanatic Fest.
Yeah, the Fanatic Fest. And he did kind of a preview of his revamped Gil's Arena show with himself, Josiah, and Nick Young. And they asked him, is Jalen Brunson a superstar? And he said no. He tried to explain it. This is what he said.
Those are superstars. So from high school to college to the NBA. So Jalen Brunson a superstar? Yes. No.
Are you crazy?
But he could be.
Oh, get the fuck out of this motherfucker. Wow. Is he crazy? No. Are you crazy? I'm tired of this. Hey,
you got the Jalen Brunson shoes?
No. They're not starting like this. They're not starting.
No, I'm saying, did you go get the new Jalen Brunson shoes? No, but I'm saying, did you get the new? He don't have them, right?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. No, everybody got them Brunson coats. Yeah.
Say it again. They got the what?
He turned down his own shoes.
No, what I'm saying, he has the what shoe?
You think if
he has the Kobe?
Yes, and they
the Kobe.
But he turned down his own
Kobe.
He turned down his own shoe to represent somebody else.
What I'm saying is a superstar.
He got a whole city, the whole city of New York.
Just like Curry, right? Just like Curry.
No, Gil, you just
LeBron James as a daddy. He sold $50 million. He sold $50 million in jerseys the day they released it. That is a superstar.
So you think Brunson didn't do that?
Hey, he said he ain't selling shoe. He ain't got his own shoe. He ain't selling jerseys and all that stuff, man. It is Jalen. I start with the New Yorker, and then I want to hear from Jay and Bruce after this. Is Jalen Brunson a superstar?
Absolutely. I think he is absolutely a superstar. I think that there's criteria that, I have, that I've used for that. And, you don't just have to have a signature shoe to be a superstar, but I do think that going to the finals and winning a finals, especially for a team that hasn't won in the last 53 years. And I mean, I have all the Knicks stuff and you can't get anything. You can't get you a Jeff Hamilton jacket from that title. You can't get any jackets. You can't get all the fire, Knicks championship, even anything from the playoffs, even when they went to the Eastern Conference. You can't get anything good. It's gone, or it's being, resold for crazy, insane prices. But you want to know what you can get? You can get a pair of LeBrons on sale. So don't hit me with Jalen Brunson doesn't have a shoe. Don't hit me with he has no signature shoe, blah, blah, blah. Steph Curry, nobody gave a damn. Nobody was wearing Steph Curry sneakers. Does he even have an endorsement anymore for a sneaker? I don't even think he's with Under Armour now.
His sneakers sold out. They said Steph Curry's shoe was like Bigfoot. Like everybody say they seen them, but nobody ever seen them. They say they selling out, but I ain't never seen nobody playing them though.
I mean, so I think being a superstar it's so many things, and it could be different things for different people. And I mean, Jalen Brunson has cemented himself as a forever superstar. I mean, I don't think you guys realize, anybody shaking their head, Bruce, you shaking your head is insane.
Yeah.
Being somebody from the East Coast, he's cemented himself. It doesn't matter that LeBron James has gone to the East Coast now, that he's trying to soak up the cold air in on the East. We're not going to get away from, Knicks in 5. We're not going to get away from that title for a while.
Bruce, you were shaking your head no. So
But just to be clear, the legend behind that title, and we're not talking about somebody who just came and won something as a fluke. Okay, we're talking about a guy who was a 2-time winner in college. Okay, and also an NBA championship with some of the guys that he played with in college. Some of that stuff is just
that sounds great.
You're talking about
Mario Chalmers won in college too, though. But go ahead, Bruce.
Mario Chalmers wasn't the star of his team, and he didn't win a title in New York City.
Why not?
It hasn't won in 3 years.
Why not? Who was the star of the Kansas team when Mario Chalmers won?
What I'm saying is Mario Chalmers wasn't the star of his, and he didn't win a title as a star of his NBA team. He didn't win a title in New York City.
Of course.
So I'm just saying it's just the culmination of all of their winning. They're in commercials. They're very much so commercial.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the reason why I said Mario Chalmers won in college too, because I don't think that if you're asking if a player on the pro level is a superstar, I don't think his college stuff really weighs much weight. If that was the case, we got to give Caitlin Clark a lot of credit.
And she didn't win in college. So but she did
a whole lot of damage in college.
Clark didn't win an NBA title for college.
Hold on, Don. What I'm saying is, I wouldn't weigh the college stuff into whether I'm using that to determine
the accomplishment. No, it's not the accomplishment of winning it's not just being a 2-time title winner in college. It's like the whole story of winning with your college, the people that you played with before. Like, he's won not just at Villanova with those people, but he took them to the Knicks too, and they won again. So I'm just talking about this. So I'm talking about the story of it. That there's a lot of storytelling around this. So.
All right, go ahead, Bruce. My bad.
Yeah, I hear everything Dom is saying, and everything she's saying is 100% correct, except for Jalen Brunson is a superstar. I fully understand the value of when you do things in New York City, it's different. Dom knows that. Dom is in marketing and all that. She knows that full well, right? And I tell people all the time, when you do things in New York, it's different, a la Linsanity, right? That's the easiest example we can give. When you do things in New York City, it's not the same as doing them anywhere else. Understood. That said, to put it simply, for me, if you have to ask the question, is somebody a superstar? They're not. If somebody's a superstar, you just know. It's just there. It's just one of those things. Like, you feel it, you know it. Nobody's taking away from Jalen Brunson being an incredible player. We've seen that now since he arrived in New York. We saw glimpses of it in Dallas. We saw it come fully to fruition and maturity in New York City, playing in the Garden, the Mecca for the New York Knicks. So we understand all of what that brings. I'm the same guy that's been saying for years, I couldn't understand why all these superstars in the NBA, when they have the opportunity as free agents to go play in New York, they didn't do it. Well, we know they didn't have the heart, most of them, right? So it's a different thing. So I get all of that. He is great, but a superstar, for whatever reason, there just seems to be something missing. And it's not just what you do on the court, it's all of it. It's the off the court It's the feeling that you create in people, and I don't think for whatever reason that's quite there. I mean, I can't make it any simpler than it's the same thing to me like the Hall of Fame argument. If you have to ask, then the answer is probably no. That's how I see it.
So both of y'all bring up points that I think I think a lot of people share those same, like, because what Bruce is saying is like you got to feel it, and I think as a basketball player, you also kind of entertain, and you also like connect with people on a deep level with whatever you do or however your aura is. And it sounds like Bruce is saying Brunson don't have that aura, but as a player, he's actually doing all the things that we want superstars to do. He's actually a superstar player.
Yeah,
he don't have the aura for some people. And what Dom is saying is, he's done all the things that superstars do. The reason it's not that hard for me to kind of determine if someone is a superstar is because I actually said, I actually was like, let me think about what a superstar is. What does that mean? And I went through all the possibilities, and I've heard everybody what they say, and I just have a criteria I use that I can evenly distribute and apply across the board to every player fairly. And if they meet that criteria, then they are a superstar. And my definition of a superstar is any player as the number one option on a team that can carry that team to success, either winning a championship or success, whether you're always in the mix, like a John Stockton and a Karl Malone. So your definition would say John Stockton is not a superstar because he don't have the aura, just like Brunson don't either. But you're saying Karl Malone would have that aura, and he is a superstar. Well, John Stockton was a superstar,
but as
Scottie Pippen was as well.
As great as Tim Duncan was, do we feel like he was a superstar?
Yes, he was a superstar. Here's
the thing, right?
For you, Bruce, it's emotional.
Well, obviously, I value what the player can do between the lines. I think that's first and foremost. But I think there's more to it. Like we look at Wemby, when we agree, I think we can all agree Wemby's a bigger star than Jalen Brunson.
But that's okay, bigger star. But why does that mean he's not a superstar, though? So
I think
we agree that Wemby's a bigger star than Jalen Brunson, but I don't think that means we can say Jalen Brunson's a lesser superstar, but I do think he's a superstar just off of what he's done for this historical title. And I don't know. I just think I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's a superstar. I think guys who win championships are superstars.
Yeah, he's not a superstar.
That's what I think. Guys who are first options on teams that win a title, I tend to classify them as a superstar.
I hear you. On between the lines, sure. What's up, Jake?
There's a few things going on here. Number one, is Jalen Brunson a superstar? Yes. I think what Bruce is saying he's lacking is that whole rock star. He ain't that. He ain't.
I disagree.
He ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
You see him that way in the middle of Utah or Kansas, like they did Mike or LeBron or Kobe.
Jalen Brunson is a stud, and I think that he's but I don't think that though, Bruce. Have you seen all of his commercials?
Well, hold on, let Jay finish.
There are so many. There's so many.
Hold on. We're gonna let you get back in. I want to hear Jay out.
So with the aura and all that, that's like that rock star that the stuff that transitioned off the court. I think superstar, you are a superstar in your field based on what you do in your field. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all the other stuff, that's rock star crossover and all that. And I don't think he's reached that level yet. And not saying that he can't get there. But it's funny though that he won a championship in New York City in the 4 years that he's been there. So if they miss the playoffs for the next 4 years, he's still a superstar. He's still a all that to you, Dom, correct?
Quick question.
No, he was asking Dom if he don't win again and they just average, he's done enough in your mind to say he's still a superstar.
Oh, he's a legend.
I think that Jalen Brunson is a legend no matter what. So Legend, yes, but superstar as far as a player, no. And I mean, like even just so like when you're talking about being a superstar, I think that he'll always be a legend for winning this title, but will he always be a superstar? I don't think that we can call him always being a superstar if his team is not being successful.
I don't even like.
I mean, I wouldn't. I know that other people would. So, like, LeBron James can be knocked out in the first round or not make the playoffs, and he's going to still be a superstar. I think we all agree that, like, he's considered a superstar even now.
Well, I think so. That's what I meant about the rock star thing, though. I think LeBron's fame and celebrity has gone so high that if he never played basketball again or whatever, he'd always be a superstar. Because the rock star part of it had surpassed the skill portion. You get what I'm saying?
I do. I think Jalen Brunson will always be a hood star. So if he never does anything again, he'll always be a star in New York.
For sure.
So the weird.
Well, he perfected his craft, though. He perfected his craft on a superstar level, and if his team stopped having success, it might be a explanation for it. What if he loses Karl Anthony Towns for the season and the Knicks aren't as successful? Sure. That's understandable. You know what I mean? So sometimes superstars don't perform or don't lead their team to the type of success for certain circumstances happening. And then sometimes you pass your prime and you just can't do it no more.
And what's crazy is how results don't even matter on how we judge players looking back. We take results and put them against expectations. So the fact that the expectation was the Knicks will never win, and the fact that Jalen Brunson won there, he's a legend.
Yes.
But LeBron won in LA, and y'all said this shit was a failure.
He didn't win in LA though.
But
he didn't win in LA though. That bubble don't count.
But also, I didn't say. So I didn't.
When you look back in the history for 2020 NBA champions, it's going to say the Los Angeles Lakers. So a lot of people like to say
Jay,
that the 1999 Spurs championship don't count because it was a shortened season. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I was talking. What'd you say?
I didn't say that though, Jay. So
no,
I didn't say that his bubble title
again. I said a lot of people. I'm saying what happens is what happens is people measure expectations mixed with results. The results, the playing results is they each won one championship. The expectation is
the same.
No, it's not different.
So I'm not gonna say
it's not different.
I'm not gonna say that the bubble title doesn't count, but it is different, and one is more impressive, as we talk about on this channel a lot. And so the New York title is much more impressive than the 2020.
They beat some babies.
I'm not
they
saying
beat a team that was 2 years away from being there.
I'm not saying
really
that the 2020 title doesn't count. I'm just saying that one is more impressive. The Knicks, so everybody in this room rooted against the Knicks to win against the Spurs. Nobody, everybody.
Some of us are Spurs fans, so we're supposed
to wait. Who was the other people that rooted against the Knicks?
So before the series started, before we got into the finals, nobody pegged the Knicks to be winning the title against.
Well, hold on. You said rooted against the Knicks, though.
Yeah, I didn't root against them.
Rooting against. They're my team. So anybody saying that they're going to lose is against.
No, that's just how. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Operate. You're with me or against me.
I did whole episodes celebrating every time they must win this head in.
Putting his hand up too.
I did whole episodes talking about the Knicks and the Spurs.
And that's what I was about to say. I got actual text messages of Melvin
when you see
getting on my nerves talking about Wemby.
When you see Mel with his hand up, here goes the gaslight.
But ultimately, all I'm saying is, and not you particularly, Dom. I'm just saying how people judge things really has a lot to do with the expectation and not so much the results.
I hear you, but I've been a little bit consistent. Somebody in the comments even said that I called Tatum a superstar. So he was considered the first option on the Celtics team. And the reason I know you don't think he's a superstar because Bruce, we've had
Tatum is absolutely a superstar.
We did a whole episode together. And
listen, guys, I'm 100% with you. I think what people are doing here is, like I said, confusing rock star with superstar.
Okay.
Tatum is a hooper, and if we're just talking about basketball, nothing about basketball, you're not
Okay,
going to find 10 players better than Tatum.
If it's just between the lines,
I just think you've got to watch some of the commercials, Bruce, and I think that you've got to watch some of the things that I've seen. Why I think that he's a rock star, at least for right now. So I think he's a rock star right now.
We got to hear from Chris, and then
I do think Jalen Brunson got the personality of cannabis, like the rapper.
He wasn't a superstar though.
Hold on, Bruce. I got to hear from Chris on this, but then I want to get Bruce's definition of a superstar because he's shooting down a lot of people that I think are superstars. He said Tatum wasn't a superstar, Brunson was. Like, you shooting down a lot of good players that are superstars in my book. You said SGA wasn't a superstar, but Chris, your thoughts on this whole thing, and then Bruce, I want to hear your definition of a superstar.
I don't think he's a superstar yet.
Okay.
I don't think winning a ring automatically vaults you up there. I think that there are other things. You have to be good consistently for a decent amount of time. And then if you win, I mean, it helps, but it's not an automatic outlier to make you a superstar. Also, just like what you do on the court, you have to be phenomenal on the court. Like, and we talked about this either last year or year before last. When teams game plan for you, that makes you a superstar. Like how to
and they do that for Brunson, bro. They do. Like, they have to. Well, you're gonna get cooked.
I think more often than not, Jalen Brunson ends up shooting himself out of games that they could have won.
No, they won a championship.
I don't agree with that one.
That's fine. And
shit, how much more winning can you do from winning a championship, Chris?
Facts.
Jeez.
But I said, winning a championship doesn't automatically winning a championship doesn't automatically vault you to being a superstar.
If you led that team to a championship as the number one,
it doesn't automatically.
Was on the precipice.
I'm just asking. Name a number one. Name a number one that we can remember in the last 15 years who led their team to a championship that is not a superstar. That won it.
In the last 15 years.
Or you can go the entire career of the 78 years of the NBA.
Thank you.
What player has led their team to a championship? That means 82 games plus the gauntlet of the playoffs, then get to the finals against the other team's best team from that conference, and you win that, and you're not a superstar. You did that as the number one option.
Accomplishment. Like, Mel, how much more do you
need
to be a superstar?
No, I'm just tell me who's not a superstar who's done that.
Chauncey Billups.
Who?
Chauncey Billups.
That's a good
Chauncey
one.
Billups. Okay, that's very close. You don't think Chauncey Billups? What was Chauncey Billups?
A star.
Okay, now what was Rasheed Wallace? There's your number one. There's your superstar. Chauncey Billups was not the number one for that team. He was the point guard who ran the offense when they needed a bucket.
What's Chauncey doing right now, by the way?
The guy who was unguardable, the guard that was unguardable was the superstar named Rasheed Wallace, who everyone admits is on the level of all the great power forwards, Duncan, Weber,
for sure,
Garnett. Yes.
So there's your who was Finals MVP? Who was Finals MVP?
But there's your number one, just like Tony Parker was the Finals MVP when Tim Duncan was the
MVP.
Yeah. So here it is. Find me a team who was led by a number one option that number one option won and was not considered a superstar. You already failed with Detroit. Is there another?
I didn't fail.
Houston,
Rasheed Wallace is a superstar. He was the number one.
He was not the number one.
Hakeem Olajuwon is a superstar. You have
Hakeem Olajuwon is a superstar.
No, listen,
Bruce,
he is my favorite player of all time.
The show has to end right now, Mel. Just end the show right now.
I can't rock with you on that one, Bruce.
No, think about this. Okay, so think about this because Mel asked me.
No, he had people wearing Etonics, bro.
People ask me about. So this is why I say that, right? If you go to the middle of Kansas or the middle of Utah or something like that, right? And everybody who knows me knows I love Dream. That's my guy. But you go to certain places, he will be recognizable because he's 7 feet tall, but people aren't seeing him as a superstar. There's the
you talking about rock star.
He's my rock star.
Being a superstar.
He was a rock stud.
But you asked me what my definition of superstar is. And I
now understand.
I think there is the off-court component
Britney Spears in the NBA.
that goes along with the incredible between the lines greatness as well. That's why I said also that Stockton wasn't a superstar. But if we're leaving it to just between the lines, cool, I got you. So that's how y'all see it. So I'll leave it there.
Can you just admit that what you're looking for is for the NBA players to be actors, models? That's what you're looking for, because you can't possibly be looking for them to play any basketball here.
No, obviously I'm looking. I've always said that
looking for them to go and do Space Jam. Like
no, that's no. It's not what
we don't need another bad Space Jam.
It's not what
I think they're making one anyway. I think the third one is in works.
God. It's not what I want. It's what it is. It's the recognizability. It's the marketability outside of the game that also combines with your greatness on the floor.
But
that,
the only way
is what makes it
Bruce, that the only way that lands and sticks is if people such as ourselves say those things. So when we say that it's about this or we say that it's about that, that is what it becomes about. But it has to at some point be about basketball.
Of course it's about basketball. Anybody, listen, once again, anybody, I literally have a drop in my roadcaster for Hakeem. I literally have a drop on the button.
So you think that a guy who's remembered as the Dream, who literally has a nickname, who was global, you don't think that's
my favorite player of all time?
That's your favorite player of all time. You don't think any of those things matter?
So now I understand what Bruce's definition is, and he's saying that the combination of your basketball mastery along with your global
pop
reach
culture phenomenon,
influence,
so
marketability.
He puts those two things together. So now that I understand what your definition is, okay, cool. Now all I can say is I think different. So we got different definitions,
right?
But I understand your definition, so I can move forward and understand why the guys that I think are superstars, you don't think are superstars. But I understand your definition. I don't need us to agree. I just wanted to understand now.
I appreciate it.
But under every definition, Hakeem was a superstar.
Say again.
It should have been, but how many superstars are in the league today?
True superstars.
True superstars: Luka, LeBron, Wemby.
No. So now Luka's a superstar. So Luka's a superstar, Bruce, to you, but not wow.
Well, we see. Listen, he's not one of my favorite players, but we see the work he's doing.
He's a superstar, but not Jalen Brunson.
Because we
you
see
have
where
got
he.
To be kidding me.
I guarantee you, Luka is all right. Cool. See what's happening here, though, Dom, is again because you have made it clear you're an unabashed Knicks fan. Respect, dude.
It's not about being a Knicks fan. I just told you that I agreed with Mel's assessment that anybody who's won a championship title in the last 15 years is a superstar. Not anybody, but the first option of that team. I think at least for the moment they are a superstar. And I consider them, I still consider those people superstar players.
So Jokic is a superstar?
Jokic is a superstar to me.
That's
Absolutely.
Crazy. That's
and he's
crazy.
spoken of in the media as a superstar, and he gets superstar treatment. I don't see any difference between him and other superstars the way that he is treated. He gets to control his team. He gets decision making. He gets to decide who the coach is going to be. That's superstar treatment.
Okay.
I'll tell you an easy way to figure out if a player is a superstar. If that player was to announce their retirement, if they left the red at the bottom of ESPN during the whole announcement, that guy's a superstar. If they just flash it, that guy's just a star.
I'm gonna end this.
I'm
gonna end this so we can get to the last topic. But I want to say this one thing. We know what all-stars are. If you make an all-star, you're all-star. All right. And we know what perennial all-stars is. That means you're making it every single year. So let's just take this year, 12 on each team, East and West. Out of those 12 guys or out of those 24 guys, I would probably say at least 15 of them are perennial all-stars, which means they're going to make it every single year until they pass their prime. Out of those 15 all-stars, those are the 15 guys you got to choose and decide which one are superstars. So out of those 15 guys, you got people like Jokic, Luka, I think Brunson, I think SGA, Kawhi when he was healthy, Embiid when he was healthy. Who else? I mean, I'm missing some guys. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. That's 8 right there.
KD.
But KD. But he's past it. KD and LeBron and Steph will pass their prime.
Spider.
No. I think Spider is an all-star. I don't think he's a
Spider be all-star every year almost.
That's true, and he is a number one that has led his team to success continuously. Continued success in Utah.
They've been about to marry Coco Jones.
Continued success, and you know what? He's a superstar. Coco Jones, give it to him.
Yep.
So, but when it comes down to it, I think the top 10 to 12 guys in any given year are your superstars. I think it's between 10 and 12 every year. That are superstars, and some of those guys go past their prime. They're still superstars, but past their prime, and those, some guy might slide into it. Like I think Dame is out of it now because of injury. I don't think he's a superstar anymore. But you get guys like SGA sliding in. You get guys like Brunson sliding in.
Well, let me ask you this though: is there another list of superstars for like the next generation? And what I mean by like that is like kids buy a whole lot of
LaMelo Ball,
LaMelo Ball,
and Anthony Edwards
and John Morant jerseys. Are those like not based off of play, but based off of like that pop culture type deal?
And that's why
superstars.
And Jay, and you're right, and that's why when you gave my definition of a super team, and you said 3 superstars in their prime, I corrected you and said 3 proven superstars in their prime. Yeah. I think LaMelo Ball has superstar talent. He hasn't proved that he's a superstar.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but based off of like culture and jersey sales and stuff like that, he would meet superstar, but off the court.
He would meet Bruce's 50% of what a superstar is. He would meet Bruce's halfway. But in Bruce's eyes, I don't think he think LaMelo Ball is a superstar on the court, but he would meet that rock star level off the court.
Okay, and I just brought that up for understanding, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and then you see young kids, like what they're looking for is a lot different than what we're looking for as well.
That's true. One more quick thing. One more quick question. This is for Mel specific. Well, anybody. Do you think you could be a superstar and you can walk around somewhere and not be noticed, like somebody would know who you are?
Yeah, if you 5'11" or 6 foot and look like Jake from State Farm or Bob from Accountant. Yeah, John Stockton was on the Dream Team walking around Barcelona.
I remember. That's right.
And no one knew who he was.
Okay.
Right. But if you're 7 foot, like a 7-footer that's not a superstar cannot walk right there. They're gonna look and say he play basketball. Who are you?
Do you play ball?
Yeah,
no,
who are you?
I'm just thinking. I'm pretty sure that he can walk around.
Just to speak on that,
not be recognized.
Yeah. There was a girl that just told T-Pain maybe one day he'll be as big as her. She didn't know who he was. She didn't know who T-Pain was.
Right beside him.
Pissed me off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just because she didn't recognize him, does that mean T-Pain not a superstar?
Well, I don't mean just one person, but okay.
But what I'm just saying is that whole generation after us, man, I don't know what the hell they know.
You're right.
Right. All right, last topic, y'all. We probably can do this one a little quicker than all the other ones, but it's an interesting topic. It's WNBA and
Madam
it's
Bucket.
Caitlin Clark. Yeah, Madam Bucket. Let's call it that. Well, she's had a really, really good 3 last games.
Yeah,
and her season before these last 3 games have been
up and down.
Decent.
Average, maybe slightly above average. And she had that one game where she broke for 32 and hit a game winner. But for the most part, her game has been she missed some time with injury, and her team actually played better without her.
True.
She was up and down, and her play was so average that her fan base had nothing else to talk about except who fouled her, who's jealous of her, and all this stuff. You can tell when she's not playing well because they talk about everything but basketball. But the last 3 games she's been playing pretty well, and one game she had 45. I think she had 29 last game and 17 in the second game. But it's been wins by a lot of points, and she's playing pretty good, right? But they've catapulted her into the MVP discussion. Her team is like maybe fourth in the league right now. They're on a win streak, so they're top 4 in the league. And I don't really like to put people in the MVP race that is below the top 5, but she's at the number 4 ranking, so maybe there's an argument there. Do you think that she have a real legitimate case right now to be in the MVP discussion? If so, where you got her on the ladder?
Oh, I'll start if everybody will be quiet. Let's go with no. Here's why. She's playing right now. She's playing pretty good, and you could mention her in the MVP discussion. And it's a discussion right now. We at the halfway point of the season, the All-Star break, so you still got another whole half of the season. But if it ended right now, Aja Wilson, Paige Beckers, Liv maybe next, and then right after that, you could throw Kelsey Mitchell. Here's the problem: Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin, they're gonna split the baby. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them are kind of driving team success right now. So
not with that fan base she got. They would the baby would never be split between Kelsey and we
gotta get back to just basketball, bro. And I know exactly what you're saying. Like with her fan base, Kelsey Mitchell is not even on the team. You know what I'm saying? Those 23 points coming from no damn where. You hear me? Those 23 points, ghost points. Yeah, I mean, so we got to suspend reality what we're dealing with,
Of course.
But just if from a basketball standpoint, like if you got two candidates on your team, you don't have a candidate. You see what I'm saying? Because they'll cancel each other out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Where clearly when you look at the success that Dallas is having, there's one person you can really point to. When you look at the substantial and sustained success that the Aces are having, there's one young lady that you'll go to. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, she got players with her, that can hoop. But we know who team that is, and we know who hooping. She averaging about 25 a game. You know what I'm saying? Another 8-9 boards. Like, come on, bro. She hooping. And what's crazy is if we're looking at statistically, she won the MVP last year, and right now, in my opinion, she's having a better statistical season this year than last year.
That's crazy.
So the conversation is right now we really comparing her against her other hits. We comparing her against her other albums. So ain't nobody else dropped the album worthy of talking about right now. But Paige is close. Kid, listen. Paige is close.
Who ain't dropping an album worth talking about?
Huh?
Who ain't dropping an album worth talking about?
I don't know. We'll get to that later. We trying to end this one, but I like your order of Asia. You said Asia, Paige, Olivia, and then start the debate for everybody else at 4. I like that.
Right there.
That's how I got it too. This guy said on the comments, there's no way you can put her over Mitchell. Mitchell hasn't missed a game. She's leading them in scoring, and she's the one who's leading them to more wins.
Let me speak to that. Let me speak to that real quick. Don't let a little thing like facts get in the way of this. Don't do that. That's what I'm saying. You got to suspend reality.
I'm sorry. She doesn't deserve to be in the NBA in the MVP conversation. Absolutely not. And MVP is just, and forget how I might feel about Caitlin Clark's play, right? She was in and out of of games all season long for the most part. I just don't think that we can put her in the MVP conversation because it should be based on the whole season. So we can't say, oh, well, we saw her play great in 3 games, so she's now an MVP candidate. I think that she needs to be in that discussion for, that media machine to work and to continue, right? But I don't think she deserves that. I'm happy that Caitlin Clark played better in those 3 games because we need to see something for all of, for all of the media hype that she gets and for all of the ridiculous narratives that we have to listen to. I mean, think about it, guys. She's in the MVP conversation after her play this season. This season was not, it wasn't a good season. Okay. And I agree with your lineup, Jay, a lot. I really love Olivia Miles for MVP. I love her being put in the conversation.
But she won't win it though.
I don't agree with her winning it over Asia Wilson.
Yeah,
Asia
runaway
Wilson's
rookie of the year
running
though.
away with it. Yes.
Runaway rookie of the year.
Runaway rookie of the year. But I like Caitlin Clark has just not shown. I mean, she's not the best person on her team, but she's the MVP.
I mean, but that's the thing though. When you think about it, throwing in the conversation right now, like sure, but to steal someone's thunder, the list is fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you, David. Somebody put up a comment saying that I guess Mel has been really critical of Caitlin Clark, as he should be. I would hope so, given what we have to listen to. But
Congress.
Yeah, Congress. But I mean, he said he was just like, Jake equality. So Jake equality feels like, Caitlin Clark, we're just out here calling her average. And when you rank her up against the other superstars in the league, she is. So she's average when you look at her next to Asia Wilson. She's average next to Nafisa Collier healthy. She's average next to Olivia Miles as a rookie right now. So Olivia as a rookie, Caitlin Clark is average. She can do all the things that people accused her of not being able to do. She's proven us wrong. She's gone left. Olivia Miles has done everything. I mean, she is deservedly so being placed in the MVP conversation. Does she deserve it over Asia? No. Caitlin Clark doesn't deserve to be an all-star.
Before Chris and Bruce go,
I'm
gonna make a couple of points. One, I do like the point that Kelsey Mitchell is actually leading the Fever this season to more success. So it's kind of funny to have Caitlin jump her as an MVP candidate. So that's weird to me. However, I will point this out. If the top three, and 2 weeks ago, my Olivia Miles was my number 2 behind Asia, and Breanna Stewart was number 3, and Paige was number 4. That has changed because the Liberty keep dropping games. Paige is playing phenomenal, and Olivia had a couple of down games, and then she missed 2 games, and now Nafisa is back.
Wow,
and she's taking
over.
She's taking over. Like Liv had a very quiet game, of Nafisa's first game back, and there was a lot of Courtney Williams doing 2-man game or 2-woman game with Nafisa, and it was all. I was like, oh wow, they chemistry just clicked like that. And I think that's going to take away a lot from Olivia. So she's going to drop. I think I got now Paige number 2 and Asia number 1. And what's going to happen is Liv is going to drop. All the Indiana Fever fans or the Caitlin fans is going to act like Mitchell don't exist. And Breanna Stewart don't have a strong case. So Caitlin's going to be in that top 3 for MVP. That's
even though she's just like, to me, she's a bottom point guard. I won't go there for.
Yeah.
I just don't. I think she's the least of all the starting point guards. So when I take a look at every starting point guard on every team, I would say that they are better than Caitlin Clark.
I wouldn't go there for. But I respect it though. I wouldn't go that far for sure.
I saw Erica Wheeler.
Erica,
when I saw what Erica Wheeler did to Caitlin Clark and how she embarrassed her recently, okay.
So I'm gonna pull your move here, Mel, and I'm gonna give her a little grace, a little bit, and point out that Caitlin Clark is having career year in points, career year in field goal percentage, career year in 3-point percentage. So there's some improvement there, just under her career average in free throw, right? So not having a terrible year, and the turnovers are down slightly, still terrible, but down slightly, right? From, I think, averaging 5.5 coming into this year in her first 2 years, 4.7 this year. So little bit of improvement, right? I know. I'm just trying to be objective here. That said, no, she's not an MVP candidate. Has she had some great games? Absolutely. But to your point, I don't know how much of an MVP candidate you can be when your team is like legitimately better without you. Like that's kind of crazy. And I don't I'm not trying to take shots at Caitlyn or whatever, but so much of this, much like another player we know, is so manufactured. You know, Mel has gone into great depth on his show regarding it, and it's just the absurdity. And then, of course, when anyone acts as if, you know, Caitlyn Clark did not give an immaculate conception to the baby Jesus, we hate her because she's white. Like, come on, man. Come on. We're sitting here giving Paige Beckers, a white woman, her flowers for being an incredible WNBA player.
Why you say it like that?
I mean, look at Jacob Quality. Look at Jacob Quality in the chat. He's going off. It's about race. It's about race.
How is it about race when we're all sitting here talking about how? Thank you, Dom.
A second-year player. We're saying she's ranked 2.
Right, but we hate Caitlyn Clark because she's white. Really? Okay. I wear glasses. Maybe I'm missing something. Is Paige Beckers not white?
Yes, she is.
She's mulatto.
Paige Beckers?
She's mulatto.
She look white to me. Okay, well, I don't know.
Listen. Don't let my misinformation throw you off the scent.
Sound like
that girl's white as rice.
No, but in all seriousness, though, right? I think that Caitlyn is slightly improved this year. But to say she's in an MVP conversation, come on, man. Like she had the 45 and 10 the other night, which was absolutely crazy. Mel, I think you and I were texting, and I sent you the stat about Asia Wilson having like numerous ridiculous WNBA stat lines that have never been done before. But we don't hear anything about those. Like, come on, make it make sense.
Again, results don't matter until you add the expectations with it. We expect Asia to go off every night.
Okay.
We expect it.
Okay.
So her results don't really matter. Like, people were more shocked that Caitlyn had it in there. And before she did it, me and Mel had a little conversation. I was like, yo, she got a good game coming. Like, she got something in them. They gonna come out. Yeah. We just said it. And then when it happened, I was like, damn, I ain't waiting for the O to go off yet.
To the point though, and I think Mel, were you on with me that night when that happened? I think so, right?
Probably was, yeah.
Yeah, and so because I remember, and you're like, well, she's going off, she's killing, but they are barely scraping by against one of the worst teams in the league for her to go off like this. So Paige fan base is black.
Yeah, so hold on. So you keep moving the goalpost. So do we not like white people? Okay, so we show you a white person that we love, absolutely love, and we're giving her props as a top 2 candidate in the MVP race. Right. Then you say, oh, but her fan base is black. Let me ask you a question. If her fan base is black, why aren't white people liking Paige? Is it because she like black people?
And, and not for nothing. No one is saying anything negative about Caitlyn except she's not what you thought she was.
She's not in the MVP race. That's not an opinion because of her race.
I said that she's in there right now. If you take a snapshot of right now, and tomorrow it may be different. Well,
right,
ain't no real play right now, but next week when they get back to play, it may be different. And Olivia may move up or move out. But if you take a snapshot right now, sure, we can put it in there right now off of the last 5 games played. Cool. Now, when you move to the next 5 games, we have to adjust it again.
Right.
It is a very fluid process, man. Like we gotta start taking emotion back out of sport, guys. We got to.
He said white people do like Paige. Then why did you just say we like her because her fan base is black? I don't understand it. What do you
and we don't even know her fan base.
Right. This
stuff is not.
Yeah, this stuff is not adding up.
Mark,
but the point is,
mark my words. When it's all said and done, and careers are wrapped.
Nope.
When it's all said and done, when it's all over, and careers are wrapped, Caitlyn Clark is going to Steve Nash the MVP situation.
I can see that. I mean,
it might be this year. It might be this year.
She was injured, and now she's MVP.
Let me look up what was her rookie season record. They wanted to give her the MVP her rookie season, and I think they finished 500.
I think I did.
Didn't they get the number 1 draft pick again after her?
No, they didn't. No, but they was a lot. They got they didn't get.
They made the playoffs when she was a rookie.
They made the playoffs, but they was 500.
Yeah.
So you want to give a 500 ball club the person that was leading that team, MVP honors when she remember her first beginning of the season was so horrible. Right, it was so horrible, and then she came on after the All-Star break because remember, all the girls went to go play in the Olympics. Caitlin stayed back, got rest, and then everybody came back with tired legs, and Caitlin was fresh.
She went off.
And she went off, and it was like, oh, MVP. I'm like, what? For half a season? Like, okay, you look good for half the season, you look bad for half a season, and you finish 500, which makes sense. Bad and good, 50% bad, 50% good, and you finish 500. That makes sense. That's not the most valuable player. So they almost gave it to her with a 500 record.
Right.
You know, with this top 4 record, if she's able to finish strong, she's going to be heavily in that MVP discussion. Trust me.
Well, that's
can I give y'all a little fun fact real quick?
Yeah.
So I'm just doing a little scrolling on ESPN, right? And I'm going through all the league leaders and turnovers in the WNBA, and I did the last 12 years, right?
Sheesh.
Just looking at 2014, nobody from 2014 up until through 2023 averaged over 4 turnovers a game. Caitlin Clark comes in 2024, leads the league 5.6. 2025 leads the league 5.1. This year leads the league 4.7.
That's crazy. You got an echo coming in from somewhere, Chris. What you got on?
It ain't me. It's somebody TV.
Okay. Yeah, the turnovers is amazing, but remember, they're going to ignore that just like the turnovers don't exist and Kelsey Mitchell don't exist. That's the only way she gets in the MVP discussion. But let's move because since we got Jake Equality on here who wants to make it about race, I just wanted to. It was a conversation me and you had, Bruce. Remember the guy that was on Twitter talking to me about how Caitlin Clark is she's a right winger and all of this stuff. And I was like, actually, all the stuff that y'all think Caitlin Clark represents, she don't represent. She really has a best friend who's on the LGBT side, and y'all don't like that. Caitlin has no problem with that. She's open, she's lenient on all of that stuff. She just stay quiet about it. And y'all represent all this hating this group, hating that group. She loves all of those groups that y'all hate, and y'all think she represents y'all, but she don't. But President Obama came to their all-star practice today because it was in his Chicago Obama gym that he had built. They was practicing there because it's in Chicago. He came in, he greeted all the girls, had a special moment with Asia Wilson, a special moment with Caitlin. It was a beautiful thing. He greeted every player, shook their hand, every coach, man. Everybody just flocked to him. Nobody did not want to be around Obama. It was so inclusive. I could imagine if someone else came in there, it would have been split in half. I don't think everybody would have been receptive to it, but the most receptive person to it was Caitlin Clark. Like Caitlin Clark, she melted when Obama came in. Like she melted when he came in, and I thought that was pretty dope, man. So did y'all see that or no?
Yeah, and he took a moment to kind of talk to her on the side, one-on-one, and she really was. She made commentary on it later. I don't know if she was asked about it. I'm sure she was, and she definitely was very happy to have had that, one-on-one with 44. So I thought that was telling.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen this girl smile this hard, not even with her boyfriend. She was so just overwhelmed by even being close to Obama. She was waiting her turn in the back, just, oh man, please come and talk to me. Please come and talk to me. And then when they asked about it today at the press conference, she said, my hands have never been that sweaty before in my life. Like she loved 44. She loved Obama. She loved that melanin. Right. So I just want to kind of let y'all know all of these people who were liking her for political reasons. I just want y'all to know that she's with us. Like we're adopting Caitlin Clark now because y'all didn't know how to take care of her. Y'all wasn't good stewards over her. We're adopting her. She's ours now, right? And she's always been ours. So we're adopting her. I just want y'all to know that. And don't forget when she supported the tweet that came from Taylor Swift years ago when y'all tried to throw her away back then, when she was saying, "Hey, look, man, I support Kamala Harris pretty much. You know what? Let's do this. Let's start with the tweet." And it wasn't a tweet; it was Instagram. Let's start with Taylor Swift when she said, "I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a war to champion them. I think she is a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm and not chaos." I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mate Tim Walz, who has been standing for LGBTQ plus rights, IVF, and a woman's right to her own body for decades. 11.6 million likes. Caitlin Clark was one of those likes. Her fan base said, "We want to get rid of you. You're turning into Paige Beckers. We knew you was jacked up. We knew you was a leftist, and y'all wanted to get rid of her." And y'all asked her about it at the press conference. She said, "Look, man, I'm not going to lean and give y'all what y'all want and tell y'all who I support." She said, "I have this amazing platform. So I think the biggest thing would be to us can encourage people to register to vote." And then if you go down to the second paragraph, that's the biggest thing I can do with the platform that I have. And that's the same thing Taylor Swift did. Continue to educate yourself on the candidates that we have, the policies that they're supporting. I think that's the biggest thing you can do. And that's what I would recommend to every single person that has an opportunity in this country. She's leaning left, y'all. I don't know what y'all thought y'all had, but this ain't it. Right? Y'all can't turn her into a hater just like y'all are haters. Go ahead, my bad.
Number one, Mrs. Kelsey's original Instagram post was amazing. I liked it every time I see Taylor Kelsey. Shout out to Travis.
Yeah. Did she change her last name?
She better. He probably changed his. Travis.
No, she's not doing that.
He probably changed his. But number two, I got a text from my doctor. His name Umar. He said she does not belong to us. I don't know what that means.
Who said that, Dr. Umar?
Yeah.
I'm so stupid.
All right. Anyway, y'all thoughts on her admiration for Obama?
Swag.
I think there are a lot of people who admire Obama because he's personal. He can connect with people, all types of people, not just black people. He is a person who, despite what some people want to push narrative wise, and I don't like to get into politics, but he is a person who generally believes in bringing people together and has always tried to do that. And I think it was cool that seeing everything she's going through, all the pressure and all that, just kind of telling her, "Hey, you're still young. You got time to figure it out." Taking that moment that he didn't have to take. I thought that was really awesome. And clearly, you saw how much he appreciated that. He acknowledged that. And of course, he's a mega basketball fan, so he sees it. And he probably, hopefully he told her, "Hey, chill on the turnovers." I hope he did.
I think it was a cool moment. I think we've gotten to a point for some reason that we have to incorporate a whole bunch of things with other stuff, and none of it has any correlation to the other. People keep forgetting to keep the main thing the main thing. Like, this was just a dope interaction between a former president who loves basketball and a current outstanding athlete in that field that he loves so much in the hometown where he's at, where All-Star Weekend is being hosted. A lot of stars just happen to align. It's just a cool moment. It doesn't necessarily mean that she is more far left, far right, right on the aisle.
She is.
But what does that matter though? None of that matters.
It don't matter. It's noteworthy because there's a political side that is that has an agenda against the other side, and they're using her as an avatar to punch back at the other side. And I just think it's funny and ironic that she ain't even with y'all. Like that is funny. And here's this dude right here that's trolling the comment section, who is very kinky because he said the dude in the yellow hat is going to fuck and dominate my girlfriend. Why would you want me to do that? Yes, that's what that is.
I had no idea what that meant.
So basically, he's a cuckold, and you want BBC in your house somewhere with your girlfriend, and I don't do
Hey,
that.
this is Rashad McCants, man.
I'm not down for that. I don't know why he wants that. Why would you even want that?
What?
Like, that's a real question. Why would you want me to do that to your girl?
Wow.
I don't get it.
Yo, man, it's been out the mud, man. We got Rashad McCants. I'm 110% sure that's not what that means.
I was like, what?
Okay, well, what do it mean then?
Not that.
Obama not black. Who's Obama? That's
man.
You know what,
man? We got Rashad McCants.
And I have nothing to do with this going as far left as it's going. I just want everybody to know.
I get you far left. I see what you did.
All right, let's end the show real quick, y'all. Brittany did text me and she wanted to call and comment about the Philly stuff. So we'll get through this part, and then we'll let Brittany call in just to give her thoughts on her team and LeBron joining, and then we'll end the show. But here's the other thing that I kind of wanted to bring up, and there's like lists floating around online already about the Olympic team for the women in 2028, and of course they got some of the obvious choices with Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Nafisa Collier in their school. Kelsey Plum, question mark for that one, and Jackie Young, maybe question mark for that one. And then the rising stars behind her: Paige Becker, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Aaliyah Boston, Juju Watkins. There's a couple of names I think that is missing. I want to see Olivia Miles possibly there, and I want to see Kelsey Mitchell there as well. So that the Jackie Young and the Kelsey Plum, maybe not, but Jackie Young is a scorer off the ball, so maybe Liv might have to be the odd woman out on this one. But I show you that list just to kind of jog your thoughts on 2028. You kind of look ahead, but with this caveat, is there a possibility that the toxicity that is with the fan base for Caitlin Clark is so toxic against women of color and queer women that you think that they're going to Isaiah Thomas her, and some people will say, if she's on the team, I won't be there? Do you think there's a potential that some people will sit this one out because Caitlin Clark fan base is going to be that toxic?
Oh, crazy.
I wouldn't think so. 2028 is still 2 years away. I'm not sure her fan base won't turn on nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was cute that Caitlin Clark and Obama had that picture. I just think no matter what party you're on, most people find Obama to be likable. I think whether she's left or right, I think that that people like Obama. So I think it's wonderful. But I think her fans they're going to suspend it. You guys ever hear of like literary suspension? I think they're going to just suspend the fact that she has this photo with Obama, and they're not going to, no matter what she does to be in support of, Black people or the left or whatever, no matter what she does there, that fan base is just, they're not going to let go of her being this, Midwestern, middle America, straight white woman. They don't want to let go of that narrative, no matter what it is that she thinks. They want to make it about other people hating her because she's a straight white woman.
Yeah. Do you think that's going to affect 2028 though? But because if you think about how Isaiah got left off the Olympics, people really did not enjoy him as a person. Now that's not the case with Caitlin, but her fan base that follows her is so toxic. Even you remember, even the last Olympics, they said they left her off the team, and it leaked out that they left her out because they knew it was going to be some static, because she's probably going to be one of those players that wasn't going to get a lot of playing time, and that fan base would not allow that. They need the offense to run through Caitlin. They need her to get the most shots. They need her to get the most domination of the ball. They need her to get the most minutes. They need her face to be on all the flyers.
I think
if all of that is not happening, that fan base is an angry pack of bees like the Bayhive.
Well, I
and
think
they're
she'll
all
get
over
marketing. So I think Caitlin Clark in 2028 is going to get the marketing. The teammates, though, will they freeze her out because they don't like her fan base? I think that by 2028, her teammates won't like her. I see what she's doing on the court, and what I feel that she is making some enemies. What she recently did to Chelsea Gray, that flopping, and now her whole fan base hates Chelsea Gray. Like, when you do stuff like that, when you egg the fan base on against players and stuff like that, beloved players in the league, if Chelsea Gray's on that 2028 team, like I think she might be, you know, I can't see them holding space for those antics that she's had with the flopping and the way that she makes it like she's a victim, like these black girls are beating her up on the court. That piece of it, I think, is going to make, I just think her leaning into that, whether it's to get the call or to get, you know, the media on her side or Congress on her side, I don't think that they're going to like her anymore by the time we get to 2028. They might have to respect her the way players have to respect LeBron.
Bruce?
No, I think I agree with I pretty much agree with what Dom said there. She made a lot of good points. I think it's tough. I think I'm pretty much in line with Dom. I don't have any pushback on that. That's
all right. Any other thoughts?
She'll be in the Olympics because she's a Nike athlete.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah, I get that. But if you are a woman of color who is also queer, and you know what's going to happen with that fan base when she's on that Olympic team, like I explained, the offense has to be hers. She has to get the shots. She has to be the point guard. She has to be on all the flyers. She has to get all the marketing. The girls got to say that she's the greatest, and that's going to be the dynamic. And if not, they're going to freaking turn on every girl on that team, every coach on that team, in the fan base and in the media. Everything that happens is going to be looked at like this is some type of sabotage by everyone around Caitlin, right? So that's why I brought that up. That's hard to play with, and that's part of the reason why they left off the team the last Olympic. Is that going to happen again, or do you see people saying, "Yeah, I won gold 4 years ago. I'm not like Asia Wilson. She got 2 gold medals." Do you see her saying, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay home with Bam"?
Not unless she's pregnant.
Yeah, it might be one of them 6-month deployment Navy pregnancies.
Or they might
I can't
manufacture
participate.
it.
I'm pregnant. Then when they come back, they're like, "Hey, how many?" I ain't pregnant no more.
They might manufacture it where, you know, Caitlin, you know, maybe she can't make it to the 2028 Olympics. She's injured. She can't, you know, put herself through that.
Like the 3-point contest.
Like if they don't want to play with her, like if that I think it would be a thing behind the scenes, not openly, and she would put it on herself to protect, you know, that they didn't want to play with her.
If I remember correctly, the women won gold in France, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She better get with the program before she get Tyrese.
I think they won the last 7 goals. Gold.
The fan base won't let her get Tyrese. You mean don't get a lot of playing time? How? That's what I'm talking about. They like there are players like Jewel Lloyd and Jackie Young who didn't play that much in last Olympics. It just wasn't their summer. You know they just wasn't clicking it with that squad. They sat the bench a lot. You can't bench Caitlin. She can't be a player where you say this ain't your game, you getting cooked. We go put somebody else in. You can't do that to Caitlin because the entire media will say you're racist and y'all are doing it because she's white.
So
Don't nobody want to be around it.
And again, meanwhile, Paige Beckers will be out there doing her thing. So I would just ignore it, man.
How many exhibitions of Kaylin getting locked up and cooked before you retool the lineup and be like, we might got to go in a different direction, man?
Well, that's tough, dog. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be a tough 2028. I'm telling you. If hopefully their fan base is not liking basketball no more and they're gone by then. You know, we
just have to get through 2027, Mel.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mel.
Let's get to the rest of this season and then the next one.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mel. It doesn't look good for us because Juju coming up next, and then it's just gonna be all this reloaded.
And Hannah Hidalgo, because when she getting that crouch, oh boy.
Oh, and Hannah Hidalgo against Kaylin Clark, and Kaylin giving up 7 turnovers.
That's what I was about to say. Hannah gonna be ripping her left and right.
My goodness, because what
on defense on the ball.
Kaylin still can't go left, can she?
Nah, not really.
For 2 dribbles and then she stepped back for the 3.
Right.
So she can't go left.
Just scout her and be patient. You know.
Yeah. Hannah Hidalgo's gonna be on that.
All right. Well, we're gonna take this one phone call, then we're gonna end it, y'all. And I'm waiting.
You might got to call.
Yeah, Juju is gonna. Oh boy,
I hope that ACL is nice and restructured.
Yeah, I think
she has a good year this year.
She's gonna go nuclear, man. She's not playing ball this year.
She should.
Brittany, what's good? What's good?
Been down a year already.
Carla,
what's going on, y'all?
Well, we good.
Hey, Brittany.
Is that Tom?
It sure is. I wish you were here, and I thought you would want to be here to talk about Philly. So I'm so glad
goodness, I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. No, I had to celebrate. It's my mom's birthday today, so we had to go out and
Happy
celebrate.
birthday, Mom.
Happy born day, my Dukes.
Happy birthday, Big Red.
They just call my mama Big Red.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we fighting.
Mm.
But unfortunately I had to miss the show where LeBron is coming to Philly. So which is unfortunate, but Philly's going crazy. I will say that. Philly's going bananas out here. You got New Yorkers now claiming to be from Philly. I'm calling out Fat Joe. Fat Joe ain't from no daggone Philly, huh?
all of them, Brittany. Like, my whole timeline. I was always a Philly fan. I'm like, oh my God, get me out of here.
Wow.
I'm like, come on now. Now we ain't taking nobody. If you wasn't originally a Sixer Philly fan, you can't come over here. Now we're not doing that stuff. So I like the fit. I think it's a good fit. I think it's something that the Sixers needed. They was missing that one piece. I think he's going to help a lot. We're not looking for him to score 25, 30 points per game. I don't think he needs to do that. And again, that's up for the coach to figure out put the pieces to the puzzles together. This helps our bench a lot because it pushes Dean Wade to the bench. So that helps. I still would like to get one more wing / like a wing that could play the center position as well. I think that'll help. Maybe LeBron can pull somebody, in some way, somehow, but we'll see. But I think again, it all goes back to predicated to health. Draymond?
I told you, Draymond coming to Philly.
I know. I'm hearing Caldwell Pope is trying to get bought out of his contract, and he's supposed to go join.
He can't play
center. I heard that as well, so he can't. He's not going to play center, but that would be a good addition to see how that works there. So I think it's all about what's the coach going to do. That's my biggest question mark is Nick Nurse. So that's my biggest question mark because I haven't been too satisfied with him lately. So, but the city's up in arms. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. Because everybody knows how I feel about LeBron. I'm not a hater, but I'm not his biggest fan either. If he brings a ring, if he brings a ring to Philly, he gonna be goated in Philly. I don't give a damn. He gonna be goated in Philly.
Hold on, what that mean?
Huh?
What that mean? What does it mean to be goated in Philly?
They eat curry goat in Philly.
He gonna get a statue right next to Rocky.
You know what? I'll say it right here. I don't buy jerseys like that. I'll buy his jersey.
Lord. Hey, I'm with it.
In the mail. It's already in the mail.
I will buy. I've been waiting all my life for a Sixers ring. My goodness, it's too long.
He would be royalty in Philadelphia for sure.
Right. Now, will I put him up? He's still not above Dr. J, Moses, none of them guys, but he'll be up there.
Be above
you put him over AI?
Got to. He bought a ring.
That's a discussion for
I
another
had
day.
to. I ain't gonna lie. That's another conversation. I might have to though.
That's
You
a
bring that
discussion for
ring that
another
we've been
day.
missing for 40-something years. Yeah. So, but nah, the city's excited. I just want to put my little 2 cents in real quick. The city's excited. Is I think this is a fan base he's never experienced before. So, but we're not scared to boo him either. Go my behind.
Of
You
course
don't
not.
play right, we're gonna boo you.
I know.
So be ready.
The first time he don't get back on defense because he crying to the ref. Boy, Wells Fargo's Xfinity Center's going up.
I was saying
absolutely.
The minute he doesn't run back,
Look what they did to Ben Simmons.
Go crazy.
The Philly fans are worse than New York fans as far as how fast they will tear your ass up.
Boy, Ben Simmons ain't been right.
Hold on.
Ben Simmons ain't been right
There's a rule
since.
here. There's a Philly rule here. We could boo our players. Y'all can't touch them.
Hey, check this out though. That wing that you're looking for, y'all can get him for very cheap. His name is Ben Simmons.
Oh, wasn't he supposed to be the next LeBron?
Call him.
I mean, it depends on what type of shape he in. He's gonna have to go on an apologetic tour in Philadelphia first.
What does he gotta apologize for?
Chris, you talking? You on
Yes.
one side
What does he have to apologize for?
Until you signed Durant, we're not talking about Ben Simmons right now.
What does
And
Ben
he did in
Simmons? You
Philadelphia.
got to tell me
This
what
is
Ben
a
Simmons has
public
to apologize
situation
for.
about what he did, and everybody know about what he did in Philadelphia. He
I don't know nothing he did.
Damn apology tour.
He asked for a
and
trade.
He knows it.
He asked for a trade.
And he knows it. So
Because
acting like
Doc
that,
Rivers,
so.
the team,
The
and
reason why he's
Philadelphia
trying to come
turned
back.
on that nigga.
It's the reason why you trying to come back. If we did all that, why you want to come back to Philly?
Because Doc Rivers gone.
You having regret.
Redemption.
Nah.
Glenn the consultant ain't there no more.
And B's still there.
He can just kick Embiid in the knees. That's an easy win.
Damn.
Nah. Well, his back won't allow him to do that. Remember, he got bad back.
Hey, he might have went and got that fusion, spine fusion. He might be all right.
I like Ben Simmons' skill set, and I do think it could work potentially. But where's his mentality at this point in time? So, and we don't even know if he's in shape. He's been out of basketball for 2 years, so we don't know how that's going to be. But
yeah, he should be in decent shape. He should be in good shape though.
Not fishing.
Y'all can give LeBron $8 million. Y'all can give him $5 million.
Wow.
Of course. But look, Brittany.
We'll see what happens.
Brittany, we go end it. I kept them 40 minutes longer than I expected. So we go end it, man. We got some good stuff out of this, man. But thanks for the call.
You good.
Thank you, Brittany.
See ya.
I'm 40 minutes late on Tuesday.
Yeah, tell your mama happy birthday.
All right, I will. See y'all.
Yep.
Hi, Brittany.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all did decent on the likes, but hit the like button right now on the way out of here.
Man Down Sports Football, get there.
Man Down Sports Football. I should go to them right now and see that we got 50 extra subscribers, man. So if you didn't remember to head over there and subscribe to Man Down Sports Football, do that. And you want to do that before football season because we're gonna be rocking and rolling once football get to rocking and rolling. So head over there and watch the videos that we already got there. Subscribe, hit that like button, leave comments. Definitely subscribe to Sports T. Definitely subscribe to a Format Podcast. And go check out my man Chris, who just dropped the album. And it's called Vacancy. You can catch it on Spotify, iTunes, and iHeart as well. And I'm telling you, it's R&B and it's dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's dope, y'all. It's dope. So go check that out. Vacancy.
No vacancy.
No vacancy.
No
I'm
vacancy.
sorry.
No vacancy.
No vacancy. No vacancy. But other than that, hit the like button, y'all. Thank y'all for all tuning in. Appreciate everybody on the panel for providing everything. Jeff, we love you to death, big dog, man. Thanks for the call in. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.